It's time for the Penn-Ohio Football Classic on Beaver County Radio. Tonight's broadcast is being brought to you by Falcone's Moon Township Ford, Al's Pizza, Tri-State Sporting Arms, J. Young Refuse, McGee Heating and Air Conditioning, McDonald's, the William Murphy Funeral Home, CCBC, the J&J Spratt Funeral Home, and Beaver County Radio, 99.3 FM and AM 1230 WBVP, 95.7 FM and AM 1460 WMBA, as well as beavercountyradio.com. Now let's head out to the broadcast booth for coverage of tonight's game.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's still 2026. We start our coverage of high school football tonight. We'll count it as the new year. We're here for the 47th annual Penn-Ohio Football Classic, and I am with two legends of the game from Beaver County. Of course, Gene Matzook, you know him from basketball and football, and coach and former athletic director of New Brighton, Joe Greco. Welcome, gentlemen.
Yeah, good to be here. Here we go, football season starting up.
So, basically, last year we saw Pennsylvania lose. In the last 10 years, they are 4-6 versus Ohio. Ohio's won 2 in a row. So Ohio's kind of taken the reins of this a little bit, and there's some pride on the line, as always. And Pennsylvania's upped their efforts. They got more kids this year. We're going to let Joe get to that. But let's talk a little bit about Ohio first.
Yeah, Ohio comes in with a 2-game winning streak. Last year they beat Pennsylvania 30-7. Kind of was control of the whole game. And then in 2024, they lost 28-10. So, they won the last 2 years, 5 out of the last 8. And, they're always a big up front. And I just walked down on the field, and they had some size. They got a tackle. He's about 6'7", and about 280 pounds. So they always have size up front. They always got skill. Hopefully, maybe Pennsylvania can put it together tonight.
I know last year when we did the game, and it just seemed that they had more of a running game. They had a powerful running game, and they had a lot more subs. And Pennsylvania was a little bit undermanned last year. Just didn't have the talent. And that happens some years. But Ohio seems to have that strong running game at least the last handful of years that we've been watching.
Yeah, definitely last year they had a running back that was pretty elusive with good speed, and he had a good game. And like you said, Pennsylvania didn't have a lot of kids. And Joe will talk about
we'll get him
all that here in a minute about how they got the Pennsylvania kids to be part of it. But Ohio's always, they got a lot of confidence coming in.
Joe, let's talk about PA. You're on the committee here. They've upped things to get better kids, more kids. Everybody stayed involved from what I've been told, and don't have any defections last minute like we did last year. Talk to us a little bit about the Pennsylvania team.
Yeah, so Mike, it was a concentrated effort after last season's game that, we needed to get more players, and we needed to get guys that were committed early. And so, a little bit different approach for the Pennsylvania team this year. And, it took a great effort on the committee's part and the coaches in our organization to get to this point. And so for the first time in a few years, Pennsylvania has the full roster. And, just being at practice, you can see that there's good players all around. There's going to be a good substitution pattern. Guys are going to be playing some guys are going to be playing both ways. So it's been a few years since we've done that. So, Pennsylvania has a strong roster, and we know that Ohio has really upped their game over the last few years. So it's going to be a good night for football.
Well, these kids practice for what, a week or 2 weeks?
Seven practices.
7 practices.
Right. So started Monday, the past Monday up until last evening.
So a lot of it too is a lot of these kids quit playing in November. Some maybe if they went to a state championship in December, but they played, 6 months ago. So a lot of kids maybe just started 7 days ago. Gene, let me take to you first. Real quick question, and I'll let Joe answer it. When you are having that much of a layoff, unless you're working out on your own because you're going to go to college and you're keeping your body healthy, how long does it take a kid to be football ready if they just practice for 7 days?
It's tough. Some kids will do some running in the off season, but because they're going to their colleges, and so those college coaches give them a regimen of a workout process that they can do. So some kids will do that, but if kids aren't going to school, it's a little bit tougher when they just come and they practice for so many days, and it's tough to condition those kids, during that 7-day period.
We're going to take a break because we have to come back for the introductions of all the players. We're going to have that live on the air. We got so much more to go. Joe's going to inform us a lot about the kids. There's some special rules if we go to overtime, some other things if a team gets up by 2 touchdowns. We'll talk about all that. But you are listening to the 47th Annual Ohio Football Classic right here only on Beaver County Radio.
Make a trip to Tri-State Sporting Arms on 3rd Avenue in New Brighton. Stop by and explore their huge selection of high-quality firearms. Their experienced staff is there to help you select the perfect firearm and gear for your family needs. Firearms are not just for hunting, but also for competing and shooting. Competition is all ages. Looking to sell your firearms? They also buy those too. Call them at 724-982-4298. Open Wednesday through Sunday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Closed Mondays and Tuesdays. Before you buy, check out Tri-State Sporting Arms in New Brighton. You won't be disappointed.
Have you had a McDonald's refresher yet? Stop by and pick up one of their tasty new drinks like strawberry watermelon, mango pineapple, or the bold new blackberry passion fruit. You'll love it, and so will your taste buds. Only at McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Just like a good football team is trained to win, the goal at Moon Township Ford is to win you over with their own team of experienced professionals equipped with what it takes to make your dreams of a new car come true. Visit them today or see their exciting selection of cars and trucks online. Find out why people keep running back to Moon Township Ford time and time again. Everyone at Moon Township Ford extends best wishes to the Pennsylvania All-Star team in the Penn-Ohio Football Classic.
Falcone's Moon Township Ford, where friends send friends.
One of the greatest honors a person can receive is to be gathered with their people at the time of their passing. Even biblical authors, when they wanted to explain what it meant to have lived a great, prosperous, and meaningful life, spoke of the individual as having lived a long time and being gathered with friends and relatives near as they closed out their twilight years. Being gathered together with loved ones is something that the J&J Spratt Funeral Home takes very seriously as well. The comfort both given and received cannot be underestimated. J&J Spratt Funeral Home also knows that the honor shown to a loved one at their time of need in this manner is still the right thing to do today. J&J Spratt Funeral Home has been gathering together with area families for 4 generations and looks forward to honoring future residents deserving of being gathered together with friends and family. Click jjsprattfh.com.
Summer is here, and that means you definitely don't want your cooling system to let you down. If you need help with your HVAC unit, call McGee Heating and Air Conditioning and you'll see just how efficient a company can be. McGee has been a respected name since 1965, and that represents a lot of satisfied customers. Family owned and family operated. You can trust them. Everyone at McGee extends best wishes to the Pennsylvania All-Stars team in the Penn-Ohio Football Classic. McGee Heating and Air Conditioning, Main Street, Aliquippa.
J. Young Refuse and Industry is proud to be an integral part of Beaver County for the past 36 years. Featuring a wide range of recycling services for contracted areas, they are sure to help you get the job done. The J. Young Refuse team of professional drivers consistently exceed safety and service throughout the day, while their customer service representatives take professionalism to the next level. J. Young Refuse and Industry offers both commercial and residential pickup as well. Call them today at 724-495-6199.
We're a little late for, well, let's keep talking.
Hey, we're back here in Geneva College. I'm Mike Azadian, by the way, joined by Gene Matzuk and Joe Greco as color commentators. Down on the field, Derek Rossiter is with us as well. He'll be on the field. Curtis Walsh, the producer, and Noah Haswell. That's it. Haswell on the camera today. Gentlemen, we're waiting for the introductions. You've both coached in All-Star games. Gene, let's talk to you first. As an All-Star game coach, what's your main responsibility as the head coach?
Yeah, I coached in 2003, and, the rules back in, you had to split the quarterbacks. They had to get 50-50 time. Well, back then I had Rich Snyder's son, All right, and we kept them in the whole game and put the other quarterback at receiver, and we threw a fade for the touchdown. So, I think the big key, and Joe can probably, echo this in the sense of chemistry. I think you got to get the kids together. Once you get the kids together, and they're all fighting for one thing. We want to beat Ohio, and and I just think you really got to work on, just the plays and getting the fundamentals down real quick, and because you don't have a lot of time. And so, these kids already know what to do, so they're seniors. And so I really think the chemistry is the big thing with the All-Star games.
Joe, so that's it. He's talking about the pride. Me and you on the way in talked about the pride of it. Back in the day, it was really something to beat Ohio. It was really something if you lost. It was a big deal. Things have changed now a little bit. Now we've got Skype and Facebook and all these things, and the crowd's pretty good, but it just doesn't seem like the kids care as much, or am I wrong about that, and they really seem to care this year?
No, I think it means a lot, and okay. These kids are competitive, and a lot of them have been in some really big high school football games, and as far as what has happened in the last few years is Ohio's kind of taken offense to Pennsylvania being lopsided throughout this series for a long, long time. And their football has really, their small school football has really improved. They've had some state champions over there. They're getting coached very well, and they have a committee that really worked hard to make them more competitive. They've done some different things. So, like I said, we've tried to up our game, and this year we feel that is the case. So sometimes when you learn more in defeat than you do from winning, and so I think that's happened, and I think it'll show out there tonight.
Gene, let me ask you, when you're coaching and you're in the practice, obviously you don't want those guys to a lot of hitting. What's the main things in the practice? Get a certain set of plays in, or how do you work it with defense? Because there's certain rules. Everybody has to play a 4-man front, things like that. And you have to have a rotation, get every kid some play. But what's it like in practice leading up to this?
I think the big key is that you got to explain your philosophy on what you want to do. We're going to run this offense. The defense, of course, you got to play by the rules. So 4-3. But when it comes to philosophy, then get the timing down. The quarterback and the receivers got to get their timing down because they're all new. These guys all played against each other probably sometime during the year if they're in the same section, of course. But I just think getting the timing down, I think then you go into the team and get your team timing down, getting your subs ready to go, make sure they're getting some good work. And just like each day you build and build and build, and when you get to the day before the game, you're ready to go.
Joe, you're at every practice, I'm guessing?
I was, yes.
Okay, so you're at every practice. Like Gene just said, these kids play against each other, a lot of them throughout the year. A lot of these kids know each other. They've probably played each other in Little League. They know each other. Beaver County is a close community. When you first get them in practice, do you get a lot of kids that seem to know each other? How long does it take to get these kids to be like a unit for this one game?
Well, it just seems like the kids know each other or about each other a little bit more because there's so much out there, social media-wise, or, there's a lot of 7-on-7 things that take place, and also, youth, and they're in youth sports, and they might be traveling together on some teams. So, they know each other. I remember 25 years ago, you looked at the guy and shook his hand, and that may have been the first time that you met. Okay, so it just seems a little bit different that way. But, let's face it, football players will always be football players. And so, and coaches, what's right 20 years ago is right now. And so they're trying to form a team in that amount of time. And they've done a good job of that. And in Ohio also.
Let's see if the fourth member of our crew is listening. I think he is, Derek Rossiter. Derek, how you doing? Down on the sidelines, did you learn anything about anything? Did you talk to any coaches? What did you learn down there, buddy?
Yeah, great to be with you guys today. Down here at the Fields Reeves Field. Yeah, I got a chance to talk to Coach Feely real quick. Just couldn't say enough about these kids. A great group of kids, very unselfish group, very motivated. They want this bad. They know they weren't part of the last 2 seasons, but they want to turn this around. They want to win on this field here tonight. And he was just very motivated, the excitement. So it's going to be a nice, great start to the game. and we'll see how it works out.
Let me ask you, Gene said that when he was on the field, he saw a lot of really big linemen for Ohio. Did you see that as well? And that's something you're going to pay attention to, because last year the Ohio team had a really good running game, and they had a really good front. Does that seem that way to you as far as big guys on their team?
Yep, standing on here in the field looking at these kids were definitely the pictures of them didn't do it justice. They got some size. One guy was blocking the sun for me, so I stood next to him for a minute. But, yeah, there's definitely some size. We'll see how the running game does on their field.
All right, Derek, we'll be coming down to you a lot through the game. That's Derek Rossiter. Soon, they're going to be – we're not going to cut the commercial. They're going to be announcing these kids. But to let you know, we're going to call a CCBC player of the game, offense and defense. Derek will interview them, plus try to get interviews with head coach from Pennsylvania, maybe a couple other kids. I want to quickly mention the sponsors before we go to the PA announcer. Moon Ford, thanks to them. Al's Pizza, they sponsored the halftime show. Tri-State Sporting Arms, that's Derek Rossiter owns that, by the way. J. Young Refuse, McGee Heating and Air Conditioning, McDonald's Refreshers. I've had those. Those are really good. I don't know if you guys have had them. Murphy Funeral Home in Rochester, and the CCBC, of course, Spratt Funeral Home as well. The post-game show will be Moon Township Ford post-game show. They're lining up now. Pennsylvania in the, is it black and gold or brown and gold? Blue and gold. Yep. I can't tell. They're lining up on their 40, and the Ohio's in the red and silver like Ohio State. So what do we got? Ohio State against... Not Pitt. Pitt's not that color. Ohio State and Pitt.
That's good.
Okay, about Ohio State and Pitt. So, they always take the Ohio State because they're really proud of Ohio State, which we won't discuss that. We're going to cut to the PA guy in a minute. That's why I don't want to ask these guys any questions. But
So Mike, just leading up to this, a big point of emphasis, and I saw Neil Catch going over this and the Ohio directors before they came out, and that is sportsmanship in this game, because if this is the last high school football game that you're going to play and you want to represent your school, your family in Ohio and Pennsylvania.
We're going to go to the PA announcer. Curtis, you got us?
The Pennsylvania team would like to thank our team sponsors for their generosity and commitment to this game. This includes the Blackhawk football community and Brighton Health Mart, the Chad Marsilio family, Mitch Carver Construction, and Monticello's of Baden. For generous donations. Tonight's game will be the 47th meeting between the two states, with Pennsylvania holding a 29-16 edge. The Penn-Ohio Football Classic is brought to you by the efforts of two organizations. The Midwestern Athletic Coaches Association, with 20 member schools in western Pennsylvania, and the Quad County Coaches Association, which has membership from 20 schools from eastern Ohio. Proceeds from tonight's game help to honor all football athletes from both the MAC and Quad City Associations. A number of scholarship recipients will be announced at halftime with their parents on the field. It is a special part of this game, and one which both associations are extremely proud of. The game directors for tonight's Penn-Ohio game have worked diligently to make tonight a success for all. For Pennsylvania, the game is organized by 5 individuals. Longtime Blackhawk assistant coach Tom Marsilio, former head coach and current athletic director Kurt Augustinelli of Elwood City, former head coach and athletic director Joe Greco of New Brighton, Coach Anthony Marsilio of Freedom, and Coach Neil Catch of Moon. For Ohio, Latonia head coach Matt Altamare directs the game, with Salem head coach Ron Johnson and Boardman head coach DJ Duda. Now let's meet the players and coaches of tonight's 47th Penn-Ohio Football Classic. Number 1, Cletus Monroy of Salem High School. For Pennsylvania, number 1, Dom Hogue of Elwood City. He will be attending Clarion University.
Dom Hogue, he was a big part of Dan Bradley's
number 1, Jeremiah Thomas
scheme.
of West Branch High School. And for Pennsylvania, number 2, Julius Best of Chartiers Valley High School. He will be attending Clarion University. From Ohio, number 2, Lucas Adams of Salem High School. And from Pennsylvania, number 3, Travis Clear of Beaver High School. He will be attending a trade school. From Ohio, number 2, Jacob Weingart of West Branch High School. And from Pennsylvania, number 4, Tayshawn Lewis of Chartiers Valley High School. He will be attending Fairmont State. From Ohio, number 2, Will Harmon of Salem High School. And from Pennsylvania, number 5, Daylon Curry of Elwood City High School. He will be serving the United States of America in the Army. From Ohio, number 3, Grady Close of West Branch High School. And from Pennsylvania, number 6, Lucas Jerovac of Central Valley High School. He will be attending Slippery Rock University. From Ohio, number 4, Ethan Kane of Crestview. From Pennsylvania, number 7, Jake McNabb of West Allegheny High School. He will be attending Erie Community College. From Ohio, number 4, Nate Alexander of Western Reserve. From Pennsylvania, number 9, Garrett Juarowski of Freedom. He will be attending Seton Hill University. From Ohio, number 4, Caden McElhaney of Crestview High School. From Pennsylvania, number 10, Jack Miles of Laurel High School. He will be attending Edinboro University. From Ohio, number 5, Lucas Barber of Columbiana High School. From Pennsylvania, number 11, Jamison Feely of Blackhawk High School. He will be attending Washington and Jefferson University. From Ohio, number 5, Dylan Crute of Western Reserve. And from Pennsylvania, number 12, Kenny Jewell of Beaver Falls. He will be attending a trade school. From Ohio, number 7, Landon Hefner of Southern. And from Pennsylvania, number 14, Logan Tresilla of Hopewell. He will be attending Geneva College. From Ohio, number 9, Quentin Taylor of United. And from Pennsylvania, number 15, MJ Stuckey of Cornell. He will be attending Duquesne University. From Ohio, number 10, Zach Coffey of West Branch. And from Pennsylvania, number 17, Julian Baldwin of Hopewell. He will be attending Geneva University. From Ohio, number 11, Ryan Smith of Boardman. And from Pennsylvania, number 18, Jared Moyer of Moon. He will be attending Hawking. From Ohio, number 12, Vince Buto of Boardman. And from Pennsylvania, number 19, Rocco Marcantonio of Hopewell. He will be attending Mercyhurst. From Ohio, number 12, Zach Schnell of East Palestine. From Pennsylvania, number 20, Khalil Johnson of Cornell. He will be attending William and Mary. From Ohio, number 12, Wade Foster of Beaver Local. And from Pennsylvania, number 21, Philip Marino of Beaver. He will be attending Grove City. For Ohio, number 13, Mikey Proctor of Crestview. And from Pennsylvania, number 22, Jackson Zahn of New Brighton. He will be attending Geneva. From Ohio, number 14, Ian Starkey of Indian Creek. And from Pennsylvania, number 26, Ethan Shearer of Central Valley. He will be attending Duquesne. From Ohio, number 15, Brady Fair of Toronto. And from Pennsylvania, number 30, Charles Brenkel of Freedom. He is undecided. From Ohio, number 21, Lane Jones of Beaver Local. And from Pennsylvania, number 32, Patrick Babel of Rochester. He will be attending Union. From Ohio, number 23, Lucas Black of West Branch. And from Pennsylvania, number 33, Isaac Sessi Irvine of Beaver. He will be attending Allegheny. From Ohio, number 24, Ashton Hinchcliffe of Lisbon. And from Pennsylvania, number 48, Nathan Hill of Laurel. He's going to a trade school. From Ohio, number 25, Matt Evans of Edison. And from Pennsylvania, number 52, Austin Knox of Moon. He will attend Slippery Rock. From Ohio, number 25, Eli Warner of Springfield. And from Pennsylvania, number 53, Quinn Catch of Ambridge. He will attend Clarion. For Ohio, number 51, Matthew Austin of Salem. And from Pennsylvania, number 54, Tyler Richards of Riverside. He will attend Wheeling. From Ohio, number 54, Nate Stahl of Beaver Local. And from Pennsylvania, number 57, Drake Davis of Elwood City. He will attend St. Vincent. From Ohio, number 54, Luke McMillian of Indian Creek. And from Pennsylvania, number 58, Nate Reed of Blackhawk. He will attend Westminster. From Ohio, number 54, Avery Klingensmith of East Palestine. And from Pennsylvania, number 59, Nolan O'Neill from Central Valley. He will attend Geneva. From Ohio, number 56, Kellen Pitzer of South Range. And from Pennsylvania, number 66, Eli Cottrell of Freedom. He will attend Geneva. From Ohio, number 58, Caleb Hanlon of East Liverpool. And from Pennsylvania, number 68, Blaine Chrislip of Grove City. He will attend Grove City. From Ohio, number 58, Jaden Rivers of Leetonia. And from Pennsylvania, number 76, Christopher Brown of Quaker Valley. He will attend Geneva. From Ohio, number 58, Tyler Wood of United. For Pennsylvania, number 77, Lucian Williams of Southside. He will be in the workforce. From Ohio, number 61, Cody Ewart of South Range. And from Pennsylvania, number 78, Aiden Clegg of Moon. He will attend Robert Morris. From Ohio, number 62, Brody Hoon of Crestview. And from Pennsylvania, number 99, Paul Pulcher of Southside. He will attend Bethany. From Ohio, number 68, Braden Clancy from Columbiana. And from Ohio, number 77, Nishan White of Indian Creek. The head coach for Ohio is Dominic Perry. The assistant coaches are Carter Hill, Corey Whitaker, Eric Potts, Derek McElhaney, Corey Hill, Dan Hill, Jacob Henderson, Brad Jacina, and Travis Foster. The head coach of the Pennsylvania squad is Pat Feely. Assistant coaches, Court Rouse, Donnie Yates, Dickie Robb, Tom Eschenbaugh, Tony Caltori, Eric Davis, Tyler Summers, and Neil Catch. The trainer for Ohio is Nina Farinelli.
Running back to Moon Township Ford time and time again. Everyone at Moon Township Ford extends best wishes to the Pennsylvania All-Star team in the Penn-Ohio Football Classic.
Falcone's Moon Township Ford, where friends send friends.
Beaver County Radio and Moon Township Ford are teaming up for the 4th annual Cruise in the Ridge Car Cruises. This year's car cruises are presented by A.K. Nahhouse Appliance Furniture Mattress and TV and Dan Hoffman State Farm Insurance. Join us this Saturday, June 20th from 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. for the 2nd cruise of the year. The cruise is being held at the Beaver County Radio Studios at 4301 Dutch Ridge Road in Brighton Township. Solid Gold Saturday host J.D. Merkel will be spinning tunes in the parking lot. There will be food trucks, a 50-50, and a chance auction. The cruises are rain or shine, and the first 100 receive a dash plaque. Collect all 5 for a chance at a special prize at the end of the year. Cruise in the Ridge is also being sponsored by Tri-County McDonald's, Patriot Home Care, Monroe Auto Body, NovaCare, J. Young Refuse, NAMI Beaver County, and Beaver County Radio.
Not to be cheesy or anything, but Al's Pizza of Beaver County has deals, specials, and delicious options that'll blow your mind. Try Al's Deep Dish, a mouth-watering pie loaded with 2 pounds of cheese and Al's renowned pizza sauce. Looking to feed the whole fam? Al's Dinner Box with a half tray of 1-topping Sicilian pizza and a half tray of cheesy breadsticks is perfect for your family dinner tonight. Even if pizza isn't your thing, stop in and try the delicious Granny Franny Meatball Sub. Delivery from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Order today or stop in at Al's and try some of the delicious pizza pies they're offering.
Make a trip to Tri-State Sporting Arms on 3rd Avenue in New Brighton. Stop by and explore their huge selection of high-quality firearms. Their experienced staff is there to help you select the perfect firearm and gear for your family needs. Firearms are not just for hunting, but also for competing and shooting. Competition is all ages. Looking to sell your firearms? They also buy those too. Call them at 724-982-4298. Open Wednesday through Sunday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Closed Mondays and Tuesdays. Before you buy, check out Tri-State Sporting Arms in New Brighton. You won't be disappointed.
Have you had a McDonald's refresher yet? Stop by and pick up one of their tasty new drinks like strawberry watermelon, mango pineapple, or the bold new blackberry passion fruit. You'll love it, and so will your taste buds. Only at McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Back here in Beaver Falls, Geneva College. Gentlemen, Joe and Gene, this Pennsylvania Ohio Football Classic has had a rich history, obviously, 47 years. They've had some most valuable players. Can either of you two tell me who the first most valuable player was in 1982? Gene's saying yes, he knows.
I think I know.
Go ahead.
Jerry Moy.
No.
That was 1980. Jerry.
It just lists 1982. That's the only thing I have. Unless I'm wrong and missed it, unless I missed something.
I don't have a guess. Gene, check the program.
Larry DeVincentis.
There you go. He's down on the sidelines.
Yeah,
I see him right now.
How about 1996?
Oh, I see.
Who was the coach in 19? Weren't you coaching in 1996?
I was an assistant. Sam Nardone was the head coach in 1996. Victory down at Wellsville.
And who do you think the MVP was?
It was a receiver from center, I think, Clinton Alexander.
Oh, man,
How about that?
You're good. Gene's looking at cheating now.
No, I'm not.
How about 1999?
1999, we
Wow.
won.
We won
here. That was my first time being a head coach.
Blackhawk kid, wasn't
it? Was it Trent Wisner?
Yes, it was.
Okay,
He's 2 for
there
2.
You go.
What year did you coach?
2003.
2003. Gene, you know.
Snyder.
Yeah,
Southside
you guys
Beaver.
are good. You guys are good. 2023, I believe you said you were an assistant.
No, I was head coach in 23 and 14.
So 23.
So give me something.
In 23, who was the there were two, offense and defense. Who were the two guys?
No offense. It was our receiver from New Brighton, Craig Thompson.
That was an easy one.
In 23?
In 23.
23 was
no, sorry, in 14. In 14. 23.
14 was Thompson, right?
23 was a kid from Cornell.
Yes,
on defense.
Defense was Raekwon Troutman.
Yeah. Raekwon Troutman. On offense, I believe it was the quarterback from Beaver Falls.
Brickner.
Yep, Jared.
Well, you guys are
Brickner.
good.
Right.
I thought that Gene would get him, but this guy, Joe, he's got it all down.
All right.
He's not just a coach and an athletic director.
Now, if you ask me something that happened 2 weeks ago or last week, yeah.
All right, we're ready for the kickoff. Ohio. I didn't see who won the coin toss.
Ohio.
Ohio did. They're going to elect to receive. Here is the kickoff. And we are underway. Line drive kick into the end zone. It'll be a touchback, and Ohio will have the ball first. Gentlemen, Gene, I'll ask you first. Do you expect a lot of running early, or do you think this Ohio team, will try to light up passing-wise?
Well, I think they're going to try to throw the ball and run the ball. I heard their quarterback can run the football also, so I think you got to be balanced in this game. You know, you got to be able to throw and you got to be able to run it.
Throw when they need to, but start it off with running.
I think you got to establish the run. That's my personal opinion coming from a running guy.
At quarterback for Ohio, we believe, is Cletus Monroy from Salem. Let's see if we got that right. Yeah, I think he's
That's
out
him.
there. Cletus Monroy will be. See if he's not under center. He's in the shotgun.
Yep.
3 receivers wide left, 1 wide right. And the referee says go. Handoff to the left side goes a running back. He's going to get maybe 5. And Gene, did you see who that was?
Yeah, that's Ashton Hitchcliffe. Yep, Ashton Hitchcliffe. Just an outside zone play to the left, and he picked up 5. So that's a good start for Ohio.
5 yards for him. Actually, they give him 6. So and the quarterback faked going right. So as both you said, the quarterback does run. Same thing. Now this time, 3 receivers wide right. Back to throw. Fires it downfield. And I believe it's a tight end that has it.
That's 24, the running back.
Yep.
Running back might get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's Hinchcliffe again coming from the backfield out to the flat. So we're going to have a third and about 4.
Joe, do you see anything right now? Anything unusual?
I think Ohio's trying to establish what they want to do. They're looking at their wristbands, so they're going no huddle. Pennsylvania's staying in their typical the 4-3 defense, but they're flexing their outside linebackers.
2 receivers wide left, 2 wide right. This time he keeps it himself. He goes up the middle, I don't think he's going to get the first down. He's short. By the way, Hinchcliffe is from Lisbon, and it's probably going to be punt time. I don't think they're going to go for it here. Do you, gentlemen?
It's a all-star game. I think you go for it, right?
You can, yeah.
Well, they're going for it because they have to declare a punt, and I don't see a punting team running on the field.
So that's one of the rules, Joe. You have to declare a punt, and you can't veer from it. Am I right?
That's right. Looks like they're bringing in some big personnel.
And they need about a half a yard at the most.
I could see going for it in an all-star game. Gene, make it exciting. Let the kids play.
That's right. You can't run any imbalances
I'm guessing
no backs.
there's probably not a pure punter on the team or a pure kicker, but you never know.
The one thing is, that you can't play a goal line defense either, so that's probably why they're confident here. They're probably going to stuff it up in there. We can't cover the center. Pennsylvania can't cover the center, so let's see if they sneak it or hit it up in there.
2 tight ends.
And he keeps it himself, and he goes up the middle, and he gets the yardage and more. He's up to about the 47-yard line, so good play drawn up. He took it himself, the quarterback did, and went right up the middle.
Well, when you sit in a 4-3, the hardest thing is when you get 2 tight ends, and I think that's the hardest thing. And they went 2 tight ends in that set, and that's tough to stop when you get into that power mode.
Well, Pennsylvania has a true kicker punter, and that's Garrett Juratowski. He's going to Seton Hill, so we might get to see him, but they don't have anyone listed. We'll see if they ever decide to kick or punt. So it'll be a new set of downs. First down at the 37. 9:28 remaining in the first quarter. Monroy, hands off. First man. No, he keeps it himself. He goes right up the middle. It's a first down. I believe he gets a first down.
He got it, yeah. That's just a quarterback read where he fakes the outside zone and then he just reads the linebackers and they all flowed there and he just goes underneath it.
You know, they stayed in that too. They liked what they saw on fourth down, so they stayed in that power set with 2 tight ends. So they've got some big bodies they're bringing through there.
Seems like they want to promote offense in this game, and that's why the defense is set the way it is. The rules. We'll talk a little bit more about special rules next time we get a chance. It is now 1st and 10 from the 47. And around the right end goes one of the running backs.
That's number 1. That's the other one. That's Jeremiah Thomas.
That's Jeremiah Thomas. So they do have double numbers around.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's number...
I thought it was 11.
Is that 11? Yep, that's Ryan Smith.
Yep, Ryan Smith from Boardman.
Nice play by Jared Moyer from Moon. That's 2 tackles that he made on the perimeter. So, he came from the other side of the field to make that. Let's hopefully that PA can get him in a 3rd and long here.
2nd and 6. One thing we will have the CCBC players of the game. There'll be one for offense and one for defense. The press box votes for all that. We will interview them and the head coach after the game, Pat Feely. 2nd down. Handoff. Up the middle. First down and more.
You're going to get a holding call.
Twice.
You got a holding call.
And that's Jeremiah Thomas. Am I right? Number 1.
That was number 1, yep.
Jeremiah Thomas, but there's going to be a hold, you guys say?
I think it's a hold. Is the referee who stands behind the quarterback, he threw the flag, so that's usually a holding.
It's tough because in college you're only allowed to have 1 number, and they can have an offensive number and a defensive number. They have 2 number 1s in the game right now, so we're doing the best we can.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. You're right. But I saw that kid and it just said, he's not as big as a quarterback.
He's a little jitterbug.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got good speed, good agility.
And if I'm wrong, Gene's here to correct me. So
that's a big penalty. 2nd and 15 now.
Yep, 2nd and 15 now.
Behind the sticks.
Yeah, don't pay attention to the scoreboard. It says ball on 20. The ball is at the 41 now after the penalty, so it'll be 2nd down and 16. Passing down, but they've run the ball very effectively. Here we go. 2nd down.
Well, they're back to their 11, what we call 11 personnel, so they're a little more spread. Let's see if they throw.
2 men left, 1 right. And the quarterback's going to take it himself. He goes right side. Nobody touches him until he gets into Pennsylvania territory. He didn't get touched until the Pennsylvania 47. He makes it down to the 36-yard line. Big gain for them.
Yeah, that was just to fake the outside zone. The tray's coming back. And sure enough, they traded on the backside, and they kicked out their DN, and off they went.
So right now, their running game is very efficient.
And you can't blitz, so it's hard on the defenses.
I understand why. You don't want to get the quarterback killed in a game like this, right? And you want to promote scoring. Back to pass on 1st down the left side, and way overthrown is the ball. And their quarterback, Monroy, goes down. Got hit as he threw the ball, so it'll bring up 2nd down.
Good coverage by Khalil Johnson out of Cornell. One thing, Pennsylvania does have a real good secondary throughout the week. The passing game was difficult throwing against our secondary. So I look for a lot of plays in the air if they put it up. But Ohio's going to probably go back to the ground game now, 2nd and 10. Look for the Q counter.
Who's the other? It's DeLon Curry is the other corner, along with number 20 from
shotgun.
Yep.
2nd and 10. Handoff. And hit.
Boom.
Right away after about a yard gain. Ball on the ground. Is that a fumble? And they are going to say it is Pennsylvania ball.
Yep.
Big hit by Lucas Garavac, Central Valley. Laid the lumber. Nice play by the Elwood City defensive tackle. And then Moyer, he's very active in this game so far. He came up with the fumble. Pennsylvania needed that. 40-yard line going in.
Jeremiah Thomas got hit at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a yard, but before his knee hit the ground, I thought he might have been down, but they called it no, and he lost the ball.
We don't got instant replay or a red flag flying, so.
1st and 10 for Pennsylvania at the 40. At quarterback, Is that Travis
That's
Clear?
Travis Clear, yep.
He's in the shotgun as well. Clear from Beaver. Back to pass.
Fade.
He unloads it. Downfield it goes.
Got him.
And he got him. It's a touchdown. That's Julius Best from Chartiers Valley. And a touchdown for Pennsylvania.
Wow. You know, in practice all week, we threw 1 million deep balls and hit very few. How about that? First play of the game, Travis Clear to Julius Best out of Chartiers Valley. Big play, big start for
Got to
VA.
see him when he was a sophomore, just learning. And then as a junior and a senior, he got better and led Beaver to the playoffs a couple times. They didn't have success in the playoffs. Avonworth was always in their way. But
we got Rocco.
Here's Drutowski.
Rocco from Hopewell is kicking 50. He puts it through. Rocco has had a 55-yard field goal as a junior and a 55-yarder as a senior.
We got to go to a break. It's 7-0 Pennsylvania here on Beaver County Radio.
Summer is here, and that means you definitely don't want your cooling system to let you down. If you need help with your HVAC unit, call McGee Heating and Air Conditioning, and you'll see just how efficient a company can be. McGee has been a respected name since 1965, and that represents a lot of satisfied customers. Family owned and family operated. You can trust them. Everyone at McGee extends best wishes to the Pennsylvania All-Stars team in the Penn-Ohio Football Classic. McGee Heating and Air Conditioning, Main Street, Aliquippa.
J. Young Refuse and Industry is proud to be an integral part of Beaver County for the past 36 years. Featuring a wide range of recycling services for contracted areas, they are sure to help you get the job done. The J. Young Refuse team of professional drivers consistently exceed safety and service throughout the day, while their customer service representatives take professionalism to the next level. J. Young Refuse and Industry offers both commercial and residential pickup as well. Call them today at 724-495-6199.
Kickoff goes out of bounds, so Ohio will take over. Let's go to our fourth member on the field, Derek Rossiter. Derek, you were real close to that long pass play. What'd you think of that?
Yeah, amazing first play coming back, getting that awesome fumble recovery. Jared Moyer was able to get there, and you guys weren't sure if that knee was down. That player got wrapped up. His legs he had a body under him. He was never knee down, and how about that answer to that running game? That nice pass down the sideline to Julius Best. Great answer to that turnover.
Derek Rossiter will be our sideline reporter all year long, and did a great job last year. They decided to make him full-time. How about that?
So, Pennsylvania on that play, they can only rush 4 guys, and the line of PA did a great job protecting.
It's Monroy still out there. I don't see any subs yet. Handoff to the running back. He's going to go left side. Believe that was Hinchcliffe.
24, yep.
Hinchcliffe gets maybe about 5-6 yards. Same thing they did on the first play last time.
Yeah, no outside zone. They reach the DN, and they're in 2-by-2, so it's tough to defend when you go on the outside.
So 2nd and 2. They get 8. So Pennsylvania out to an early 7-0 lead, but Ohio has dominated the running game, but Pennsylvania has had one play, and they're leading. And he keeps it himself, does Hinchcliffe, after a fake handoff, but Pennsylvania not fooled. Guys, 4, 5, 6 guys gang tackling.
Yeah, they stayed home that time. They tried to run the fake the outside zone and the tray back, and they were all waiting for him on the backside. Good job on defense for Pennsylvania.
Nice play by number 54, Tyler Richards out of Riverside, wrapped him up. They were home that time for sure, Gene.
3rd down and 2, so they no gain on the play. 3 receivers wide right, 1 man in the backfield, 1 man wide left, and that is Jeremiah Thomas. And handoff to Hinchcliffe. He goes right side. That's first down. Left side. I'm sorry. First down. Now that's a different guy. That's number 11. Yep. Ryan Smith gets
Ryan
the ball.
Smith. So they're running 2 running backs. Smith.
Well, a
and
lot of guys, and then Hinchcliffe. No, I'm sorry. Jeremiah Thomas, he played wide receiver on that. So, all-star games, you don't have to Joe, let me ask you, do you have to declare one position? They have 2 number 1s, but there was okay.
No, you do not have to declare a position.
Okay. 1st and 10 from the 42. Back to pass. Now he's going to run. Right side, but he throws, and he completes it for a first down. Let's see who we got there.
Number 4. I don't know which one it is.
Yeah, there's 3 to.
There's 3 number 4. So
it's Nate Alexander. They say that was Nate Alexander. This is the first time I've seen this where there's 3 number 4s, 3 number 2s, 2 number 1s, and then a bunch of different guys like that. But the play-by-play man was talking to a guy from Ohio for about 45 minutes, getting all that information. We should have sat in on that, but I didn't.
They all wanted the same number.
Back to pass again. Pocket stays clean, throws the ball, and
15.
This one is Brady Fair. He gets about
15.
8 yards. 15?
Yeah, number 15.
That's Brady Fair. He went to Toronto.
So Ohio seems to be mixing it up a little bit more, trying to go to the passing game and spread a little bit. And, they've been picking up good chunks of yardage on every play, so they got to be confident if they can hold on to the football.
Yeah, you're right about mixing it up. They only use that one play twice, but, he's a threat to run, and then he goes right to run, but he stops before the line of scrimmage and makes a throw. So their quarterback, very mobile. 2nd and 4 now. Handoff. First man through. First down and more. Down to about the 15-yard line.
11.
Ryan Smith. Just a basic play, Gene.
Yeah, well, they got a package just off this zone stuff. Inside zone, outside zone boot, outside zone, fake tray. It's just a package that they're running, Ohio, and they just keep you off balance.
And Joe, PA's moving guys in and out on defense, it seems, every play.
Yeah, a lot of substitution pattern going on, get everybody in their playing time, especially early, so that, everyone
get
gets
wore
a look.
out.
Absolutely.
Still in the shotgun. Hands it off, and the running back falls down. I believe that was Ryan Smith.
It was a good play by number 52, Austin Knox, a Moon. He kind of set that edge and got planted on his wrong foot and made it easy.
I had Austin and Moon, and when I coached there this past year, and Austin was, he did an excellent job at D tackle for us. So he did a good job
bring
there.
Up 2nd and 11. They lose a yard. 2:38 remaining here, first quarter. Pennsylvania 7-0 on a big Travis Clear pass. Back to pass, slipping. It looked like it almost hit the ground, and he gets sacked. We'll get the numbers on the sack.
Number 11, Jamison Feely, yes.
Yep. 54 from Riverside was there, too.
Yep, Tyler Richards on another play, and Knox was in the backfield again. He set that. Jamison Feely, whose dad is the head coach, Pat Feely, so doing the family proud. He has a younger brother that's playing for Blackhawk this year also. So
did it look like the ball almost touched the ground?
It was close to a turnover.
I'm sure if it did, the refs would have called it. So that now brings it to 3rd and 17. And they're getting signals in from their coach. No huddle, but they're getting signals from the coach on what to do. So 3rd and 17, I'd imagine a pass play here.
Well, I noticed the play clocks aren't running, so.
Yeah, they're not.
End zone, so.
And the referee, they have to look for the referee for that.
Yeah, look for the hand.
They hand the ball off again, and they get him after about 2 or 3, about 1 yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
That's Jack Miles from Laurel. They had a staunch defense this year, the Laurel Spartans, and they upset Fort Cherry in the semifinals and almost did it against Clareton. And Jack Miles was a big part of it, and there he is.
They should have beat Clareton in the final.
Yeah, Jack's a 3-year starter. When I was at Rochester 2 years ago, he was a junior and he was good.
So 4th down, I imagine they go for it. Yes, they do. It'll be 1:09 on a running clock. 4th and 17. Let's see what they draw up.
Let's see what Pennsylvania does in the secondary here. Let's see if we can get another one.
Back to pass. He's going to run, then he stops and throws it to a man incomplete. So Pennsylvania holds, and it'll be first down for Pennsylvania with 55.2 remaining in the first quarter.
Yeah, Pennsylvania's putting them behind the sticks, and they struggle when they get behind the sticks. And, the defense, that was a good set with defense. They bent, but they didn't break that time.
Joe, let me ask you, what was different on those last 3 plays defensively than what happened because they had been running the ball and doing so well against them? What was different?
Yeah, I think some guys they're getting their feet wet in the game. They're getting the feel of the game. It takes a while sometimes, like you said, since they haven't played since fall, and then it takes a couple big plays, and PA made it.
Kind of like it was for Gene 2 years ago here, and kind of like it is for you, getting your feet wet on. It's Joe's first time as color commentator. We welcome him to the crew. 1st and 10 at the 21. Clear in shotgun. He's going to hand the ball off. And getting hit after maybe a yard is...
That's West Allegheny's running back.
Jake McNabb?
Yes.
That's a good job by Ohio. They, the backside linebacker filled the C gap. And he tried to cut it back, and he cleaned it up. And
from what I understand, the quarterbacks are going to go every 2 series for Pennsylvania. So,
okay.
So Clear was in that first quick series, obviously, and let's see what he can do.
And we also have MJ Stuckey, and then is it just those two? Is Patrick Babel going to quarterback? Or
no.
Babel's just defense. Okay.
No.
He's going to play a little receiver too, Babel.
I'm sure Clear will take that trade-off of scoring touchdowns on one play.
Yeah. 2nd down and 9. Handoff again, and getting maybe 2 up the middle. Is that McNabb again?
Yes.
So staunch defense, and that'll end the first quarter. After 1 quarter, Pennsylvania leads Ohio in the 47th annual PA Ohio Classic here from Geneva College, only on Beaver County Radio.
Just like a good football team is trained to win, the goal at Moon Township Ford is to win you over with their own team of experienced professionals equipped with what it takes to make your dreams of a new car come true. Visit them today or see their exciting selection of cars and trucks online. Find out why people keep running back to Moon Township Ford time and time again. Everyone at Moon Township Ford extends best wishes for the Pennsylvania All-Star team in the Penn-Ohio Football Classic.
Falcone's Moon Township Ford, where friends send friends.
Make a trip to Tri-State Sporting Arms on 3rd Avenue in New Brighton. Stop by and explore their huge selection of high-quality firearms. Their experienced staff is there to help you select the perfect firearm and gear for your family needs. Firearms are not just for hunting, but also for competing and shooting. Competition is all ages. Looking to sell your firearms? They also buy those too. Call them at 724-982-4298. Open Wednesday through Sunday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Closed Mondays and Tuesdays. Before you buy, check out Tri-State Sporting Arms in New Brighton. You won't be disappointed.
We're back. We're going to go to the PA announcer. The Hall of Fame inductions. First guy is Bill Allman.
Information Director at Geneva College. 34 athletes receiving 77 All-American honors in that time. Bill also wrote outdoor features, weekly columns, athletes of the week, and features on everything from marathons to bicycle races to raccoon hunts. At times, he also covered the Pirates, Steelers, Penguins, Passion, Riverhounds, Pitt, Duquesne, Geneva, and Robert Morris. William Allman. Coach Mark Capuano. Coach Capuano was a 3-year letterman at Neville Island High School in football, basketball, and baseball. He earned a scholarship to play football at North Carolina State University. During his 3 years starting at linebacker at State, he was a 2-time All-ACC player. In the 1967 Liberty Bowl game versus Georgia, Mark blocked 3 punts and was named Defensive MVP. After that game, Capuano's nickname became the Flying Wolf. Coach Cap started his coaching career in 1969 and continues to coach to this day. He was inducted into the Pennsylvania Coaches Hall of Fame in 2010. He was inducted into the Minor Pro Hall of Fame in 2012. Coach Capuano spent 24 years as the head football coach at Moon Area High School. As the head coach at Moon, he accomplished the following: most wins for a football coach, first coach to take a Moon team to a WPIAL playoffs in 1982, and the only coach to win a WPIAL title in 1998. Coach Cap was the only coach to reach the state finals, and he had a best single-season record of 12 wins and 3 losses. Capuano was named Coach of the Year 4 times and WPIAL Coach of the Year in 1998. His greatest accomplishment among the way is helping young boys become strong men. Coach Mark Capuano. Coach Frank Morocco. Coach Morocco had his own cheering section when he was one of the Yellowclipa High School's most honored football stars in the 1950s. He was one of 14 children of Eleuterio and Maria Morocco and spent his entire scholastic athletic career in Aliquippa. In junior high school, Frank played football under Sam Milanovic Sr. and basketball under Roger Jones. As a sophomore in high school, he was a member of Coach Carl Ashman's 1952 WPIL Championship Grid Squad. Frank became a starter in 1953 as an offensive guard and middle linebacker and was named to the All-County team. He was Quip co-captain in 1954 and earned more honors, All-County on both offense and defense, First Team WPIL and UPI, and Wigwam High School All-American. Frank played college football at North Carolina State under another Aliquippa Hall of Famer, Bill Smaltz. He captained the freshman team before becoming a starter as a sophomore as a guard and linebacker, and the Wolfpack won the Atlantic Coast Conference title that season. As a junior in 1958, he also took on punting duties. During his senior year, he had 24 solo tackles in a game against South Carolina and was named All-Athletic Conference for the second time. Starting in 1960, Frank served as junior high grid coach at Aliquippa and later as varsity defensive coach. The Quips won the 1964 WPIL crown by holding Monongahela to 0 yards rushing. Frank served as head football coach at Ambridge High School from 1968 to 1978, and Frank was inducted into the Aliquippa Sports Hall of Fame in 1979. Coach Frank Morocco. Coach Glenn McDougall. A 1981 Southside graduate, Glenn McDougall dedicated 31 years to his alma mater as a teacher and legendary coach. While his influence spanned multiple sports, his football legacy remains a cornerstone of Southside history. Leading the Rams from 1992 to 2000 and 2012 to 2015, Coach McDougall reached the pinnacle of Pennsylvania football in 1999. That year, he guided the Rams to an undefeated season and the Class A state championship. This feat earned him Pennsylvania Coach of the Year runner-up, just one highlight in a career that included 5 Big 7 Conference Coach of the Year awards, 2 MAC Coach of the Year awards, and a stint as the MAC Coaches Association president. Beyond the accolades, Glenn's true impact lies in his character. He does not want this to be about him. He is a humble man who believes in hard work and seeing others succeed. His greatest thrill in coaching has watching his players grow into young men and seeing them become good citizens. Glenn McDougall is more than a coach. He is the heart of Southside, leaving an indelible mark of hard work, integrity, and community spirit that will inspire future Rams for decades to come. Glenn is extremely proud to be inducted into the MAC Hall of Fame. Coach Glenn McDougall. Coach Don Phillips. Don Phillips has been involved in coaching football for over 50 years, 34 years as a head coach. Through these years, he has had the special privilege to coach and help develop hundreds of young student athletes. Along with this, the opportunity to coach alongside highly talented, top-quality assistant coaches has provided lifelong memories and uniquely cherished friendships. Highlights of his coaching career beginning in 1972 include head coach at Monaca High School, Rochester High School, West Allegheny High School, Center High School, Elwood City High School, and Ambridge High School. WPIL playoffs 11 times. The PSFCA East-West All-Star Game head coach. The PSFCA Big 33 All-Star Game assistant coach. MAC Coaching Association Penn-Ohio All-Star Game head coach 2 times and the assistant 2 times. The MAC Coaches Association Coach of the Year 5 times, and he's performed the duties of President, Secretary, and Treasurer of the MAC Coaches Association. Coach Don Phillips.
Leave out a couple of sentences now and then. Get through it.
Coach Rich Schneider. Coach Schneider is a graduate of Norwin High School where he competed at both football and track. He then continued playing football as a Golden Eagle at Clarion State College through 1978. Throughout his tenure, Coach Schneider has made a lasting impact across western Pennsylvania. He served as head coach at Southside from 2001 to 2008. In addition, he's been an assistant coach at several schools including Monaca, Rochester, West Allegheny, Center, Elwood City, and Ambridge. Coach Schneider is especially known for his work with the offensive line, and above all, he instilled in his players a love for the game. Coach Rich Schneider. Coach Ron Shiro. Ron Shiro began his coaching career at Riverside High School in 1977 as an assistant under Carl Flory. He led the Panthers to a runner-up in 1984 and champions in 1985. Ron became the head coach at Riverside in 87 and compiled a record of 60, 28, and 2. In 1995, he accepted the head coaching position at Chartiers Valley, where he coached for 17 years. The following year would prove to be an even better playoff appearance, the first playoff appearance in 25 years. Ron stepped away from coaching in 1999 and did not return until 2016, where he would return his second stint as the head coach at Riverside. Riverside made the playoffs 4 of the 5 years that he was there, 3 times reaching the semifinals. Coach Shiro would like to extend a sincere thank you to all his coaches and players for great memories and relationships. Coach Ron Shiro. Coach Dell Stuvey. Dell devoted most of his life to shaping young men with education and athletics, building a respected career as a teacher and football coach. After returning home from college and professional football, he began teaching at Punxsutawney while assisting the Chucks program. In 1973, Dell became the head coach at Midland High School, where he served as head coach for 12 years. Known for his leadership, discipline, and commitment, Dell guided countless athletes both on the field and in the classroom. Dell continued his coaching career at Beaver Local in Ohio, where he remained a science teacher and head varsity football coach. Across 7 seasons, Dell mentored generations of students through athletics and academics. His influence extended far beyond the wins and losses. In recognition of his lifelong contributions to sports and education, Dell was inducted into the Punxsutawney Sports Hall of Fame in 2001. Coach Dell Stuvey. And now the members of the Officials Hall of Fame. The Penn-Ohio Game Hall of Fame of 2026 has athletes and coaches among the inductees. Ron Lefty Dionisio was nominated not because of either of those categories. Lefty is an official. He spent over 45 years of his life making sure that the players played fair and the coaches followed the rules. A 1953 graduate of Milton Hershey High School, he lettered in football, wrestling, and baseball, and played sandlot and professional football while serving in the United States Army. He played football and wrestled while serving his country, finishing second in the All-Army Wrestling Tournament. Upon returning to Beaver County, Lefty married Frances Zoide, and they have 3 children, daughters Julie, Gina, and son Tom. Lefty enjoyed attending high school football games and later became an official, starting in 1967 working midget, junior high, and varsity levels, and then working his first game in 1970 between Beaver Falls and North Allegheny. Since 1972, Lefty has worked more WPIAL playoff games, including championship games at Three Rivers Stadium. Although retired from football officiating, Lefty stays involved as a crew evaluator for football and clock operator for President's Athletic Conference in college football. Lefty has served over 30 years in that role. As a sports official, integrity is the utmost importance, and our inductee is at the top of this category. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Ron Lefty Dionisio. He's accompanied this evening by his son Tom and daughter-in-law Kim. Dave McHenry. Dave's dedication to high school athletics and officiating excellence spans nearly 4 decades, making him a truly deserving member of the inaugural Penn-Ohio Football Game Hall of Fame class for officials. Dave graduated in 1968 from Hopewell High School and the Thaddeus Stevens Trade School in 1968. Dave married his wife Beth that same year, and together they have 3 children, Bridget, Michael, and Darren, and 8 grandchildren and 1 great-grandchild. In 1969, Dave was called to service to serve in the United States Army, including a year of service in Vietnam. Over an incredible 39-year career, Dave officiated numerous PIAA football, baseball, softball contests, earning the respect of coaches, players, and fellow officials. Dave's postseason resume is a testament to his excellence and consistency, He officiated numerous playoff contests, including 3 WPIAL championships, 1 WPIAL softball championship, 1 WPIAL football championship. In addition, he has also umpired the State Athletic Legion baseball tournament. Dave has also worked with 3 previous Penn-Ohio games during his career. Beyond his on-field accomplishments, Dave was a true leader among his peers. He served as chapter president and rules interpreter for various sports throughout that career. Dave is accompanied this evening by his daughter Bridget and her husband David Kako, his son Michael and his wife Andrea, his son Darren and wife Jen, his granddaughters Madeline and Anna, his grandson Zach, and his brother-in-laws Edward and David Jones. Dave McHenry. Mike Cunning. Mike was nominated for the Penn-Ohio football game by the Beaver Valley officials. Mike was an official for 35 years and enjoyed every game coaching during his 35 years. Mike is a 1969 graduate of Freedom High School and enlisted in the Marine Corps. After returning home, he married Marcia, his wife, and they have 2 children, Alyssa and Michael. Alyssa has 3 children, his grandchildren, Alex, Elena, and Ashlyn. During his 35 years, Mike has done some very amazing things. The special game was a WPIL final with an all Beaver County officials, the first time ever. He served as the Beaver Valley officials chapter rules interpreter and secretary for many years. Mike learned his integrity from working these games, and he also has good memories and good friends because he's a football official. Mike is accompanied this evening by his wife Marcia, daughter Elisa, and her boyfriend, son Michael, and his grandchildren Alex, Elena, and Ashlyn. Mike Cunning. Larry Bull Croston. Larry Bull Croston was a PIAA official and member of the Beaver Valley Officials Chapter for 50 years, from 1971 to 2021. Bull also served as a WPIL and PIAA as a football and basketball official. He was a standout multi-sport athlete at Beaver Falls and continued playing and officiating all through his career until his retirement in 2021. Upon his retirement, Bull enjoyed coaching and watching his son and grandsons play. A true lover and consummate professional, Bull's officiating style and demeanor set the tone for his crews. He believed in mentoring new officials and inspired generations of referees and athletes alike. Sadly, Bull passed away in the fall at the age of 77. He is survived by his dear family, wife Patricia, son and daughter-in-law Neil and Daniel, and his daughter Leslie, as well as grandsons Ryan, Sean, Adam, and their brothers and families. Bull left behind a lasting legacy that will be carried on for countless officials. Accepting this induction on his behalf for the late Bull Croston are his wife Patty, daughter Leslie, and son Neil. Larry Bull Croston. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2026 Penn-Ohio Hall of Fame inductees.
Back to us in the booth. Derek, are you down there? Where you at, buddy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Any chance you could run up and see Mr. Bill Allman? He's walking past the 50, 45, 40. Get a quick interview. He's at the 40 right now. Where are you at?
I'm opposite of him right now, but I'm working my way there. What do you want me to ask him?
Just tell him. Just say, hey, Mr. Allman, we're live on the air, BVP. It's possible we can get a quick word with you, and then walk him over to here. I should have told you that ahead of time. Sorry. I worked with Bill. Bill did some radio for us.
Bill Allman, this one in the blue and white shirt, black.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm heading to him right now.
You know what? It's going to be hard to do. They're going to go to the play right away.
Yeah, sorry,
So,
dude.
Don't worry about it. I mean, if he's at the
text
tent,
me if you need something too.
if he's at the tent down there for a while, maybe get him and grab him in between at the half or something.
Okay.
We're back ready for play. Mike Zadian, Gene Matzuk, Joe Greco. Pennsylvania with the ball. 3rd and 7 from the 23. There's a penalty. What do you got, guys?
Offside, Ohio.
I like having 2 coaches in the booth because you guys are catching everything. I like it.
Well, that makes for a better situation for Pennsylvania here now.
Yes.
3rd and 2.
Mm-hmm. No, wait a minute. I can't. Yeah, 3rd and 12. That's got to be 3rd and 3. They're saying.
Yeah, it's
3rd and 3, 3rd and 2.
So they get an option here to run or pass.
Still Travis Clear at quarterback. Took a long time in the huddle. Seemed last year by this time we had 3 or 4 possessions each, Gene.
Yeah.
Clear.
Both defenses.
Hands off. No, he keeps it himself.
He's going to be short.
He's going to get maybe 2. And he's about a yard and a half short, so that'll bring up 4th down. So what do you think here, guys? What do you think they'll run?
Looks like they're going. Line had a pretty.
Nope. They're punting.
Yep. Line had a pretty good push there, but on the front side, but they got caught up, and Clear got caught up and couldn't make the first down.
So deciding to punt instead of going for it here, is it because you got the lead, Gene?
Oh, absolutely. That's a long. It's almost 2 yards, so you're on your own 29. Don't give them momentum. Punt the ball, play good defense.
This young man from Freedom, Garrett, punting for us. He was also very instrumental on our baseball team this year. He was a Beaver County Times top 22, and brought him in on Monday, and he's been booming the ball. So we're using the guy from Moon at punter, a big tackle.
Oh, jeez.
So
he's got a good one.
Got a good one off
over
him.
end.
That's going to roll.
Hits at the 37, bounces all the way down to the 29-yard line. Good punt from Garrett. I saw Garrett. I think he was punting since, I'm not sure if he was a freshman or sophomore, but he's been punting for a long time.
He's been a special team guy for Freedom for a long time, and I had Garrett in class when I taught at Freedom. Great kid, great character kid. He punted that ball 45 yards. He changed field position.
That helps, doesn't it? I guess we know why they didn't go for it on 4th and 2.
And he's going to go to, it looks like he's going to go to Seton Hill.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Good school, D2.
Good school. I did a baseball game, the doubleheader there, state playoffs, and 95-degree heat. Me and Don Rubble almost died. It was unbelievable heat. They mid-first game, they gave us shelter. I'm telling you, I have shelter. Oh, brutal. Okay, here comes Ohio now. See if they stick with the same quarterback. I see a white helmet. Somebody different back there.
Yeah, that's the.
Is that still Monroy? I don't know. We'll find out. Quarterback back. He's back in shotgun. He's going to hand the ball off. First man through is going to get about a yard.
That's Garavac again from Central Valley. Big play.
That's Smith running the ball.
So Ryan Smith runs the ball.
Quarterback's Jeremiah Thomas. He was the receiver. He goes to quarterback.
Okay, so Thomas now is the quarterback.
PA is using a lot of different defenders, and everybody's staying fresh. And after that break, they for sure are fresh. But Coach Feely and the staff getting guys a lot of reps. And
Joe's recognizing these guys as they make tackles and plays. Ohio now 2nd and 8. 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter. And look, he rolls left, and then decides to keep it. He wiggles his way through, and he gets a first down and more. What a play there. He looked like he was dead to rights, and he makes it probably 30 yards up to the Pennsylvania 47-yard line.
He made something happen. He rolled to the left. Nothing was there, and he just took off. He probably juked about 3 defenders and took it down to the 48. Big play. He's an athlete.
He made a few guys from PA squad miss. Looked like he was going to throw the ball left-handed. So
he's a lefty.
This guy's a lefty.
If he's a lefty, it looked like he was going to throw. At the last minute, he just saw some running room, went straight, then he cut about 4 times like he just said. 1st and 10 now. Running the ball, we think that is Smith.
Yep.
He's going to get about 8 or 9, so this is kind of like the first quarter. Big chunks of yardage.
Yeah, they're running to the bubble with a 4-3 defense. It's in between their DN and their D tackle. That's the bubble, and that's where they're kind of isolating in those 4 and 5 holes there.
So 2nd and 1 now. 9 minutes to go here, second quarter. Still 7-0 Pennsylvania. First offensive play, they had a big touchdown. We'll talk about that at halftime, of course.
Nice crowd here tonight.
Yeah, a big
full
crowd.
house.
This is definitely bigger than last year.
Yeah.
Everybody on this side, though. 2nd and 1. Boy, they're taking a long time. Back to pass. And nobody really open. He's flushed out of the pocket. He still wants to throw. He does down the sideline, but the receiver is hit as he goes out of bounds, and that's incomplete.
Yeah, he could have. I'll tell you what, he could have taken off again.
Yeah.
The DN came inside and lost contain, and boy, he was out there by himself, but he threw the ball. It was incomplete.
Yeah, I think Pennsylvania's going to have to do a better job of containing these quarterbacks. That's about 3 times we lost containment. That opens up for big plays.
But it looked like, Joe, that a lot of coverage because he waited, looked through his progressions. Everybody was covered, and he threw the ball. If he'd have thrown it a couple seconds earlier, maybe a completion, but
you're right, Mike. It was a comeback, and he was open.
3rd and 1.
He waited.
See if they pass again. Running this time.
There's a little G action.
And there is a first down and more.
He's loose.
And it looks like he's going to rumble in for a touchdown. That'll be 38 yards. And I think
number 7.
Number 7, it's Landon
Hefner from Southern.
Landon Hefner.
Yeah, they pulled the backside guard up through, and he got up in that traffic there. They didn't even see him, and he shot right out of a cannon, and he went the distance for a touchdown.
Well, he made a great effort there, but Pennsylvania, thus far, tackling's been very suspect.
Yeah, probably in these all-star games, that's what you kind of lack is the tackling aspect of it because you don't get to practice it a lot. And,
So, Gene, it looks like they might go for 2 here.
And now is that?
Oh no, someone's tying up a square toe, I think.
A square toe.
Now, do you have
Am I
to
saying things?
Do you have to declare you're going to go for 2, or you just go ahead and do it? Okay, it's not like punting.
No, you have to declare.
Now there are special rules.
They're going for 2.
Special rules for overtime and special rules if a team gets up 2 touchdowns.
They put the other quarterback in. They're in a power set.
Okay, so Monroy is the quarterback.
There it is, ISO.
He's going to keep. He goes left.
Nobody there.
And nobody there, and he gets the 2 point. So that makes it 8-7. Ohio takes the lead here mid-second quarter. We're going to take a quick break and be back. The 47th annual Pennsylvania-Ohio Classic here on Beaver County Radio.
Not to be cheesy or anything, but Al's Pizza of Beaver County has deals, specials, and delicious options that'll blow your mind. Try Al's Deep Dish, a mouth-watering pie loaded with 2 pounds of cheese and Al's renowned pizza sauce. Looking to feed the whole fam? Al's Dinner Box with a half tray of 1-topping Sicilian pizza and a half tray of cheesy breadsticks is perfect for your family dinner tonight. Even if pizza isn't your thing, stop in and try the delicious Granny Franny Meatball Sub. Delivery from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Order today or stop in at Al's and try some of the delicious pizza pies they're offering.
Have you had a McDonald's refresher yet? Stop by and pick up one of their tasty new drinks like strawberry watermelon, mango pineapple, or the bold new blackberry passion fruit. You'll love it, and so will your taste buds. Only at McDonald's. I'm loving it.
We're back. We're talking softball up in the box with former Freedom worker. Can't remember the guy's name. 8-7 Freedom. Joe, talk to us about the run play and how they got that touchdown.
Well, they went big. They put 2 tight ends in. The quarterback in a running set, and they loaded up the backs to block for him, and they cleared out the left side, and that I'm sure they're going to keep going back to that until we can prove to stop it.
Ohio kick. It was a line drive right through the end zone. It bounced through the end zone. So some very good kickers in the game. We've seen that. A lot of talented kickers. Gene and Joe, for both of you before the next big play. That's one thing I think here in the WPIL, and especially in Beaver County, we have seen really good kicking in the last 5 years. A lot of kids getting scholarships. I remember the kid from Beaver, now Hopewell, Freedom, and we didn't see that for years, but now it seems like a lot of kids are learning how to kick.
Across the WPIL, I was at Moon last year. Upper St. Clair had an excellent. He was kicking them from 60 yards. He's going Division I, and then Penn Trafford had one. So
I think kids getting personal training.
Yes.
And maybe they played soccer, maybe they didn't. But hey, good for them to get a scholarship.
Absolutely.
Mike, we got MJ Stuckey from Cornell taking his first series at quarterback.
Stuckey, low snap. He gets it, throws it, and they're going to say ball hit the ground or his knee hit the ground.
His knee hit. Went to pick it up.
So MJ Stuckey, he's going to go 2 series now. And only 1 series in the first quarter for both teams. And in the second quarter, 1 each so far.
Ohio got some good size up front. I mean, their DNs they're good 6'3", 6'4", 2. Look like they're in the 260, 270 range.
Penalty on the play?
No.
Just lost.
Just worry. Okay.
That hurt because he just put his knee on the ground, but on a bad snap. But he threw the ball out there, and we'd have had some yardage.
2 receivers left, 2 right. 1 man in the backfield with Stuckey. He's back to throw. He looks. He goes right, and he gets a man. Is it complete?
Yep.
They say yes at the 20-yard line. And who was that?
That's Dom Hogue from Elwood City.
There you go.
Got back to the sticks.
So now it's 3rd and 10. I imagine passing again. And they're not giving signals from the sideline. He actually has to run over like traditionally.
Yeah, traditionally. Coming to the sideline, call the play, and he runs back in. The good old days.
And the 40-second clocks, we don't see them, but the referees are doing them. If the referee raises his hand, that means what, 5 seconds to go, something like that?
Yeah, 10 seconds, and he'll start chopping at 5.
Again, same formation. 2 left, 2 right. Stuckey, back to pass. Looks right. He's flushed out of the pocket, and he's going to get brought down and sacked at the 10-yard line. Oh, man, he got manhandled there. That was...
Looks like number 10, Zach Coffey out of West Branch.
The big kid.
He got in there, guys, and unimpeded, and Stuckey had nowhere to go. And Stuckey could not run him.
It was a long developing pass. It was a crossing pattern where they meshed inside, and he was waiting for him to come across, and just nothing was there. And by that time, it broke down.
He probably wished he'd have stepped up in the pocket.
Yeah.
The 4-man rush, and the kid he kept contained. If he'd have stepped up, and he had a chance to run.
Yep.
Drutowski is going to punt from his own end zone halfway through.
Field position will change now.
4th and 20. See what kind of punt he gets off here. High, but not real deep, but high enough. He called for it,
catch.
And they're going to get the ball to 45. So he went high instead of long because they came in to try to block. So.
Well, here's the thing about Ohio. They must not have a kicker because they went for 2.
Absolutely.
And they went for it down on 4th down, so they must not have a field goal kicker.
That's true, Gene. And that this is a great field position for them. Pennsylvania, if you think about it in this game, we've gone 3 and out twice and had the big play, first play. That's 7 plays with 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Seems like Ohio's had the ball the whole half.
You're right, and a lot in the first quarter, too.
And, their defense is on the field a long time, so that can wear down a little bit, especially with these big guys for Ohio up front.
Momentum has changed. You guys are right. Now they have the ball at the 45-yard line with 6 minutes to go. And the way they've been running the ball, you guys see them maybe with a surprise pass this first time?
Looks like a new quarterback in. Sorry, Gene.
That's okay.
Another quarterback coming in.
So a different one than the second guy we had.
I can't see a number.
Back to
14.
Uh-oh.
Screen pass to number 1. He's going running down the sidelines. He's free. They say he steps out of bounds about the 22. The quarterback there is that Ian Starkey? Yep, it was Ian Starkey.
Yep. They want the ball to Jeremiah Thomas. He's one of their top playmakers here. He's been at quarterback, and now they put him at receiver on a rocket screen. They want the ball in his hands in open space.
Yep, Thomas.
And he's doing a good job.
Who quarterbacked last series. Now it's Starkey, and they're going to say he stepped out at the 32. I thought he stepped out much further down. So 1st and 10 again from the 26. Clock was stopped as he's out of bounds. 5:55 to go. Starkey in a shotgun. Back to pass. He looks left. He finds a receiver who backs himself out of bounds at the 26-yard line. I'm sorry, that was to Jeremiah Thomas.
That's Thomas again. Yeah, they're just trying to get a little bit of one-on-one. They feel they got a little mismatch over there at the corner position, and so they're working on that side a little bit.
Second and 4.
You start getting these 2nd and 4s, see that's a run pass. The offense controls what they want to do instead of the defense.
Yeah, and I would say it's 4-down territory
Absolutely.
for them, Gene.
Oh, no doubt. 2nd and 4. Well, maybe a turnover. See if Pennsylvania can get a second one. There's only been one. Ohio turned it over.
Watch fade up top.
Back to pass. Looked like they want to do the
There
same
it
thing.
is.
Now they're going to go for it in the end zone. And broken up by one of the Pennsylvania
Good play.
DBs.
Yep, nice play by number 17, Julius Baldwin of Hopewell. He was the safety on that play. It was a hitch and go and double cut, and the Ohio receiver was open, and Baldwin came across the field from his safety position to knock it out, or it would have been 6.
Baldwin, I believe, played on Hopewell's basketball team that made the playoffs for the
Yeah,
first
and
time in years.
he had an injury this season, and he really didn't play at all. So this is big for him to get a chance to play in this game.
So now that brings up 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. 2 right, 1 left, receiver-wise. They hand the ball off to number 44.
They trapped it,
24. 24, Ashton Hinchcliffe, who dives ahead for the first down.
Yeah, that was just a quick trap inside, and he hit it.
When they spread, Pennsylvania's spreading out. So basically, there's only 5 men in that box, and they've been able to exploit the middle.
I always felt in this game, Joe, I don't know how he feels about it, but I always think if you can establish the run, good things can happen because it's just going to make your passing game even better now. But and they're playing a 4-3, so there's a lot of bubbles in that defense attack.
Yeah, they're certainly keeping our team off defense, off balance.
Same formation they've used 3 times in a row. He's going to take it himself. No, handoff again to Hinchcliffe. Quarterback faked me out. Hinchcliffe goes left. He gets about 6 or 7 yards.
Yeah, the DN for Pennsylvania did a good job. He squeezed down 2 steps, and then but he still got around him a little bit, and the quarterback got a little more speed.
That was Drake Davis from Elwood City. And Drake Davis is a unique kid because he already has his pilot license, and he's going to head to St. Vincent and hopefully become a commercial pilot.
How about that, huh?
That's great.
St. Vincent, hey, maybe he'll fly us to games. Second down is 6. Up the middle goes Smith. I'm sorry. Smith. Ryan Smith comes in.
Another trap.
So Smith and Hinchcliffe have taken turns at running back. They've used 3 quarterbacks. They're getting their guys fresh.
Yep. Yeah, they're just rotating these guys and, putting them in positions to be able to be successful, especially with, what's his name, Thomas.
And they're winding clock down so much that if they score, Pennsylvania's not going to have a whole lot of time left in this half.
No, Thomas, he's a quarterback. They got a tight end here.
Yeah, Thomas a quarterback now. They just move guys in and out.
I was going to say, it's got to be a Reeves.
And a handoff up the middle. That's
a first down.
First down. I think that's Smith. That's Smith. Yep, Ryan Smith. So first down.
Looks like it's on about the 7-yard line.
Yeah, that size of Ohio is starting to come into effect a little bit. They're getting a little bit of a push up front.
So that's something that coaches, the line up front is one of the biggest things. You have to have offensive, defensive line. And to me, that's the most important thing in football. You have to have quarterback, linebacker. But if you don't have the line, you ain't going anywhere.
Joe, is there a rule of the 50-50 of pass and run? Or is that
no, there's no
First and goal, handoff, up the middle goes Smith. But Joe, I mean, I asked every single coach, would you rather bring back an intact offensive line or teach new kids? And everyone says, bring me back an intact offensive line. We'll get the fast kids to learn how to be a running back.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, hey, let's face it, it's a unit. Offensive line is a unit, and, they're working this pretty well. Pennsylvania's going to have to condense their linebackers a little bit, bring them into the box more on these spread formations, which they're able to do.
I agree with you. So 4-yard gain there, now 2nd and 3, and I believe a timeout is called. With that, we'll take a break as well. Here from Geneva College, it is 8-7 Ohio. We'll be back in a minute.
One of the greatest honors a person can receive is to be gathered with their people at the time of their passing. Even biblical authors, when they wanted to explain what it meant to have lived a great, prosperous, and meaningful life, spoke of the individual as having lived a long time and being gathered with friends and relatives near as they closed out their twilight years. Being gathered together with loved ones is something that the J&J Spratt Funeral Home takes very seriously as well. The comfort both given and received cannot be underestimated. J&J Spratt Funeral Home also knows that the honor shown to a loved one at their time of need in this manner is still the right thing to do today. J&J Spratt Funeral Home has been gathering together with area families for 4 generations and looks forward to honoring future residents deserving of being gathered together with friends and family. Click jjsprattfh.com.
Back here. Now let's go down quickly to Derek. Derek, what do you see from Ohio running the ball?
Yeah, that offensive line of theirs is really putting the number on that defense. Lucas Jerevac, Austin Knox, and Richards from Riverside are holding strong in that center part of that game, but they got to stop these guys here.
Okay, back to action. It is 2nd and goal. And right up the middle, easily, no resistance there. That is Ryan Smith with a 3-yard touchdown.
Yeah, I think they're going to kick this one, maybe. Let's see. Or they're bringing the big guys in.
I think they're bringing the big guys in.
I think so.
Doesn't look like they have anyone that resembles a kicker, huh?
I guess either somebody didn't They didn't have anybody in that, but they go from 20 schools, so they can find some big guys up front.
They're going to run the same play.
If they get this, it's tough because that puts them up 2 scores.
Yeah, 2-score game.
So, Joe, being on the committee, the kids have played better, I think, than last year. But one thing I think, and I think we all can see this, is bigger kids up front for the next year. Because you've got to be able to stop these guys, and it's been tough doing it. So
2 tight ends, flanker.
2-point conversion. Let's see if they do the same thing they did the first time. Yep, same thing. And the blocking is there. The good blocking by Ohio, and he was going to go right, but he went left. 2-point conversion is good both times, and it is 16-7 with 2:50 to go here in the second quarter. We'll take another break here on Beaver County Radio.
America is turning 250, and Push Beaver County, Visit Beaver County, and Zambelli International are celebrating with the biggest Beaver County boom of all time on Saturday, June 27th at 9:45 p.m. Beaver County Boom 250 is presented by Visit Beaver County. Air Heritage's vintage C-47 military airplane, the Luck of the Irish, will fly over along with skydivers, and it will be followed up by the star of the show, Beaver County Boom 250 at 9:45 p.m. All the action takes place over the Ohio River between Monaca and Rochester. Bring your radio along or listen on your smart device to the Falcones Moon Township Ford live broadcast on Beaver County Radio beginning at 6. Title presenter sponsor of Beaver County Boom is Visit Beaver County. Diamond sponsors include Hap Enterprises and The Right Promise. Media partners include Beaver County Radio, the Beaver County Chamber of Commerce, and Simonic Creative, among others. Don't miss Beaver County Boom, Saturday, June 27th.
Back to action. The kickoff was a line drive to the up man, got it, didn't let it go by, and he goes to the 36-yard line. Did you catch who got that?
Yeah, that was Jack Mills from Laurel, Mike, and he picked that up, caught it in the air, so he saved some field position.
Exactly, because the last time the line drive, they let it get to the end zone, so that's good. Better field position. So 1st and 10 from the 36, 2:42 to go, enough time to try to get in at least field goal position, but hopefully a touchdown. 16-8, 16-7.
Stuckey's in now, huh?
Ohio leads, and Stuckey, 2-2. So Stuckey's still in. MJ Stuckey from Cornell, he's going to go to Duquesne.
Little power package here with a wing.
Yep, 2 receivers left. Stuckey back to pass. He throws the ball and finds a man at the 51st.
Jack Miles.
Down to the 40-yard line.
Yep, that's Jack Miles again. Boy, see, Stuckey stayed in the pocket there and moved around with his eyes downfield and found Miles on the curl route. Big yardage.
Miles did a great job there. Caught at the 50, got 10 more yards. Big play.
A lot of time.
And a lot of time left. And credit Stuckey stepped up in the pocket and prevented from getting hit.
Just like Joe said, he stepped up where he was supposed to.
1st and 10 from the Ohio 40. Stuckey back to pass again. Has protection. Now he's going to take off himself, and he gets hit as he decides to take off. He might get 2 yards.
Good pass protection by PA line. He didn't see anything, so he took it up through the middle, which is the best place to go, and at least he picked up 2.
Yeah, don't take the sack.
Yeah, exactly. Good point. 2nd and 8 now. Very good point. I think if he had decided to run a second or 2 earlier, he might have had a chance to get a bigger gain. But he waited too late, and they closed in on him. 1:43 on a running clock. 2nd and 8. Stuckey still quarterback. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Back to pass. Has time. No, that's
Here he is. Here he is.
And throws the ball down the middle. Man's open. And
that is number 4 with a big catch. Tayshawn Lewis, Chartiers Valley, going to Fairmont State. A lot of time by that PA lineman, doing a great job protection, and Stuckey staying in there. Big gain.
I thought maybe they'd get called for holding because the guy brought him down on the outside. No holding called.
I didn't see that, Mike.
I did. But
we don't see that up
here. They got away with it. They got away with it.
That was the running back out of the backfield. He went right down the middle of the field.
Yep.
All right.
2nd and 8 from I'm sorry, that's wrong. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. I got to quit looking at the scoreboard.
That was our
1st and 10. Stuckey leading the team on a nice drive. 1:09 remaining. Running clock. He's got 2 receivers left. He drops back. He looks. He fires to the end zone. Caught, but there's a penalty
flag. We get a pass
thrown.
interference.
Penalty flag thrown. Looked like pass interference.
Yep, Stuckey was going on the corner route that Jackson's on from New Brighton, and he was ready to make a play on it. The kid from Ohio just got there a little bit early. I think we're going to have a first down.
I believe you guys are right.
Pennsylvania got one timeout left and 58.2 left in the half.
Looks like the PA coaches have committed to throwing the football.
Oh, yeah.
And it's worked out on this drive. Now there's a first down on the 6. Let's see what they do.
Maybe. I tell you what, I mean, I think Stuckey, his first series of downs, didn't do that well. This time he's more mobile. He's stepping up.
Yeah, good time.
He's made some good throws.
Yeah, good job by the offensive line.
58.2 from the 4-yard line. Half the distance. Stuckey takes it himself, right side. Does he have running room?
No, that's Moyer.
He gets hit.
It's Moyer.
That was PA went double tight, double wing with Moyer at the Wildcat from Moon. Didn't work out.
So it was Moyer. It didn't work. It didn't work. So they're going to lose yardage. They're going to lose about 8-9 yards.
Yeah, we got an injury here, Ohio, number 10.
It was at the 4. They're going to mark it at the – oh, wow. They're going to mark it at the 14. So he's going to lose –
Yep, Mike, so it's going to be second down, a goal from the 14.
Yeah, they are going to lose.
Well, they can get a first down to the 3-yard line.
They're going to lose 7 yards.
Right?
I think the sticks are down, Gene.
Oh, they
didn't set them down.
Yeah, they did.
Okay, I was looking at the guys across the field there.
So 2nd and 13, an injury. They're going to walk the guy back over. Let's hope he's okay.
That's our big defensive end, tight end.
So there's a timeout. The officials are huddling. 6 officials here tonight. One thing we did not get was the officials. You guys didn't see that, did you? Who the officials were?
Tim Linkenheimer is the head of the crew.
Okay.
A longtime official. This is going to, at least the good thing is PA's probably going to throw the ball.
Yep.
And so we have a little bit more room being back there.
At the 6-yard line, you weren't sure what they were going to do.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see, if we can get it in, that would be great. If not, probably bring in Rocco from Hopewell to cut it back to 1 score.
I think they still have 2 timeouts, am I right?
Yeah, they got 2 timeouts. No, they just used one, so they got 1.
So they got 1. Ohio's got 3. So probably good to use it now. You still have 1 left if you need it.
What about the quick trap, Joe? You were real good for that. Joe would run that quick trap inside and on a second down, they're expecting pass.
And he's working on
I think that might have been the 90s, though, Gene. Then you figure out how to stop it, so we stopped doing that.
Second and 13. Back to pass. He's got a man open. He goes left. Oh, it's intercepted at the 5-yard line. Beautiful play by the defensive back who cut right in, and that is number 3. That is Grady Close from West Branch. That is a big, big play, gentlemen.
Yeah.
And that could be something that decides this game.
Yeah, E.J. Stuckey, he sat back there, and then he eyed up his own man from Cornell, which is number 20, Johnson, and he was open to begin with, but he kept his eyes on him. The safety read it and jumped over on top of it.
He did a great job.
It was just a wheel route from the backfield. He came outside down to the sideline. Everybody
slanted. Same play
slanted.
they used when they got the interference.
Well,
right?
No, that was
Different
more
play?
about a guy slanted and he went to the corner. Okay. This one here, the guy was out of the backfield. He wheel routed down the sideline, and the 2 receivers slanted to take those guys.
Think they'll take a knee?
I would. Yeah, I think you're on your own 5.
16-7. You're on your 5. I don't see them dropping back to pass. I think they'll take a knee.
Don't fall asleep with number 1 over there.
Yeah, you never know. They might drop back to pass. And let's see who's a quarterback. There's in the shotgun. They're going to run the ball.
He's going to run it.
They hand the ball off to. Is that Hefner? I think that's Hefner.
Yeah.
Landon Hefner. Yep, Hefner. My eyes aren't as bad as I thought they were.
PA has 2 timeouts.
No, 1.
Looks like one timeout.
They got
left.
1 now.
Okay,
yeah.
so they're not using it.
They get the ball to second half.
Yeah, they're going to let it go. This time should run out on the clock. And let you know that I don't know if they'll take another play or not. Probably not. It looks like it's going to run out. And that'll be the half. So from Reeves Field, 100 years of Reeves Field. Of course, it's been updated many times. The 47th annual PA Ohio Classic. Ohio leads 16-7 after PA took an early 7-0 lead. We're going to take a 3-minute break. We'll come back and we will start things off with the Al's Pizza halftime show in 3 minutes.
Summer is here, and that means you definitely don't want your cooling system to let you down. If you need help with your HVAC unit, call McGee Heating and Air Conditioning, and you'll see just how efficient a company can be. McGee has been a respected name since 1965, and that represents a lot of satisfied customers. Family owned and family operated. You can trust them. Everyone at McGee extends best wishes to the Pennsylvania All-Stars team in the Penn-Ohio Football Classic. McGee Heating and Air Conditioning, Main Street, Aliquippa.
A lot has changed since 1885. That's when my great-grandfather, William Andrew Hartzell, opened the doors to our family-owned and operated funeral home. This is William F. Rick Murphy from the William Murphy Funeral Home Incorporated in Rochester. Together with my son, Brian C. Murphy, we represent a business that is now flourishing into its 5th generation. Throughout that time, we've had the pleasure of experiencing many of local memories that have made Rochester and the surrounding area so great. I'll bet many of you can easily recall the H.C. Fry Glassworks, Barnett's Bootery, or even Kaufman's Department Store with its massive double-decker parking lot.
To put things in perspective, my family was already serving others at their time of need before the automobile had even been invented and the aforementioned businesses started and ended. Our commitment to serve our community with dignity and compassion has allowed the William Murphy Funeral Home, Inc. to preserve a business legacy that spans nearly 140 years, and we are still here. To contact us, visit our website at William Murphy Funeral Home, Inc. or call 724-775-0309.
Just like a good football team is trained to win, the goal at Moon Township Ford is to win you over with their own team of experienced professionals equipped with what it takes to make your dreams of a new car come true. Visit them today or see their exciting selection of cars and trucks online. Find out why people keep running back to Moon Township Ford time and time again. Everyone at Moon Township Ford extends best wishes to the Pennsylvania All-Star team in the Penn-Ohio Football Classic.
Falcone's Moon Township Ford, where friends send friends.
You've got big dreams, and Community College of Beaver County turns dreams into degrees. Choose your path in business, criminal justice, education, health sciences, industrial technology, and more. Build your skills or prepare to transfer, all at a realistic cost and with lots of support. Strong futures start at CCBC. Stop dreaming, start doing. Enroll for spring at ccbc.edu/spring26.
You're listening to the Penn-Ohio Football Classic on Beaver County Radio. Tonight's broadcast is being brought to you by Falcone's Moon Township Ford, Al's Pizza, Tri-State Sporting Arms, J. Young Refuse, McGee Heating and Air Conditioning, McDonald's, the William Murphy Funeral Home, CCBC, the J&J Spratt Funeral Home, and Beaver County Radio, 99.3 FM and AM 1230 WBVP, 95.7 FM and AM 1460 WMBA, as well as beavercountyradio.com.
You're listening to 99.3 FM, presented by St. Barnabas, in addition to 1230 WBVP Beaver Falls.
We're back here at halftime. We're going to go to the PA announcer for some special announcements, and then we'll come to Derek after that.
Matt Evans of Edison with parents Jamie and Sarah. Ian Starkey of Indian Creek with parents Ryan and Christy and sister Abby. Ashton Hinchcliffe of Lisbon with parents William and Jody. Nate Hefner of Springfield with parents Tim and Kristen. Brady Fair of Toronto with mother Melissa and P.T. Duffy. Quentin Taylor of United Local with parents Homer and Rynette and Drew Taylor. Tyler Wood of United Local with parents Dee Dee and Tim. Grady Close of West Branch with parents Scott and Sarah. Nate Alexander of Western Reserve with mother Candace, PJ Capiccio and siblings Maggie and Micah. Ladies and gentlemen, the Quad County Coaches Association Scholarship winners.
That was the scholarship winners, and we are going to go down to Derek Rossiter. First, Derek has recorded the interview with the Pennsylvania coach at halftime, Pat Feely. Derek?
Here you go, guys.
I want to go back to in the first quarter, the big turnover, the fumble recovery by Jared Moyer. Big turnaround there. Tell me what you guys saw next play, first play of your guys' offense there. What did you see with Clear on that big pass?
It was a great call, great play execution. After a big turnover, you kind of want to take that big shot. It's kind of one of the rules of football.
Yeah. And tell me about the adjustments you guys are going to talk about at halftime to slow down this running game and this big offensive line.
Right. Their trap is killing us right now. They're just hitting the trap on us and hitting the trap on us, and we don't stop. It's going to be a long night for us.
Okay. Let's see a big spark out of the second half from you guys.
Yeah, I'm glad we deferred, and we're going to get the ball second half and hopefully set something up.
Yeah.
And, hey, Ohio's a good team. We knew they'd show up and play, and they're not doing anything, anything different that we didn't think they would do.
And there you guys go.
And that was Pat Feely. And you said you had something else for me or no?
Yeah, give me a minute. I've got Mr. Allman down here.
Okay.
To get the piece, and I'll let you guys interview him.
Well, guys, we're going to talk to one of the Hall of Fame members. Let's see if we can see him. So it's a special night here, guys. A lot of guys, scholarships, people going into the Hall of Fame. It's a fun game. Is Derek ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so Bill, can you hear us?
Yeah, let me hit the phone over to Bill. He can hear you.
Come closer to us, buddy.
Yep.
All right. Hey, Bill, thanks for joining us. You're a longtime member of Beaver County. You've done a lot of things in Beaver County. You've covered a lot of games as a sports writer. Tell us how this honor makes you feel to be honored like this to get into this Hall of Fame.
Oh, it's amazing. I didn't really believe it when I heard it because I didn't do any one spectacular thing. I just plodded along for 37 years. But this game was always important because I was allowed to root. The rest of the seasons, I got to be neutral. But tonight it's all Pennsylvania.
47 edition of this. How many did you cover?
We think about 32.
I was going to say 47. I know you're getting up there. Gene, you got anything for him?
Hey, Billy, congratulations.
Thanks, Coach.
Well deserved. You've been doing it for a long time, and you were one of the best. And I just wanted to congratulate you, and well deserved.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Bill. This is Joe. You always made a big deal out of this game.
Yes,
and
I
it
did.
made it a big summer event because you took the time to do that. So well deserved, well earned. Congratulations. Enjoy the night.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Bill. Thanks for joining us, and have fun down there. All right.
So Mike, we have a scholarship from the Alexander family going out to number 59, Nolan O'Neill of Central Valley, which is something they've done since the Alexander family has been a big part of the MAC organization. Tom did so much for the organization, and his family, they take great pride in that scholarship.
And what is going on now? Looks like we have...
This is when the individual scholarships are going out. So every player from Pennsylvania this year received a scholarship, and then these are the gentlemen. They're gonna be the larger scholarships, the $500 scholarships. And an amazing thing with the MAC coaches organization, they've given over $250,000
over the years. Wow.
Over the years, $250,000 in scholarships to our players. Last year, $5,000 alone. This year's the highest ever, $13,000 in scholarships given to all our players.
And you know what? It says something. It doesn't matter whether it's $300, $500, $800. Doesn't matter. It's something that they wouldn't have had anyway. So I'm sure the kids appreciate it. Now, what's the difference between, say, a kid getting $500 or a kid getting a little less?
Yeah, they had to apply. Okay, and the kids out here applied for the extra scholarship. They presented some things, and they were selected by the committee. Tom Santry, longtime great assistant MAC guy, runs the committee, and these are the gentlemen that received the extra scholarship money.
So, guys, let's talk first half. Ohio takes over, runs the ball exclusively, maybe one or two passes. They do a good job, but they get it down to about the 20-yard line, 30-yard line. A fumble benefits Pennsylvania, and then on the first play from scrimmage for Pennsylvania, clear to best, a touchdown of about 60 yards, I'm guessing. I didn't write it down at the time. A big play, and Joe, you said they worked on that all week long and didn't hit it hardly at all, but they hit it perfectly that first time.
Doesn't that happen sometimes, and it happened then. So, the good thing is, like Coach Feely stated, they deferred for a reason to get the football. And Ohio looks like they're without a kicker, so Pennsylvania should be able to get the ball in some good field position. And I think it will probably be clear series to start the second half. So definitely want to get some things going, get the ball moving, and get a score to start the second half and kind of change the momentum. That's what really needs to happen.
Gene, so then Ohio gets the ball next. We're into the second quarter. Each team had the ball one time in the first. Ohio ate up that much time in the first quarter. So they have a long, long drive, and it ends with a Landon Hefner 38-yard touchdown run and a two-point conversion to take the lead. They methodically ate up clock, went up the middle, went left, went right. They seemed to do what they wanted on that drive.
They did. They established the line of scrimmage and they established the run, and they had a great success with it. And it seems like Ohio's more of the run game, where I think Pennsylvania with Clear in there have to go to the passing game. And he throws the ball extremely well. So we'll see how Pennsylvania comes out in these first drive and see if they come out throwing the ball.
Okay, and then, Gene, I'll go to you again. Then, Joe, after this. Then Pennsylvania takes over. They have to punt the ball after a nice by getting sacked. Their quarterback got sacked and decided to punt. A good punt. But Ohio, they do the same thing again, and this time it ends up with a Ryan Smith 3-yard touchdown and the same two-point conversion. They make it look easy. They go up 16-7 and are in control of the game with 2 minutes to go.
Another great drive by. They ran the ball most of the time, and I think they threw one time. And they put number one, Jeremiah Thomas, at quarterback, and he made some things happen on a scramble, threw a pass, and then their running game took over. And then Pennsylvania had a good chance there at the end of the half.
Joe, we'll go to you. Then Pennsylvania with like 2:32 remaining. They start driving down the field, exclusive passing. They did a really good job there, as we are on the Al's Pizza halftime show. Did a really good job with Stuckey at quarterback. And then Ohio got called for pass interference. Jeez, boy, I tell you what. Pass interference, and then a sack, and they still had a good chance, but an interception ended it. Would have been nice to get some points there, but their first turnover ended the half pretty much.
Well, one thing, Pennsylvania has to be encouraged offensively that they were able to move the ball through the air. They settled in the pocket. The quarterback settled in the pocket, and they completed some big passes, so you can move the ball through the air. The kid made him a nice play from Ohio to intercept the football. But it would have been great to get some points for Pennsylvania going into second quarter. But I think at halftime, Ohio really doesn't have to change a thing. I'm sure they're going to continue to do what they do on offense, maybe a few adjustments on defense. But Pennsylvania is going to have to do some strategic work at halftime and figure out a way to stop this run, because one, they're controlling the football, and PA's not getting the football back. We need more plays.
Yep.
And so we're going to find out in a hurry, I think, come second half what the tone's going to be and if PA can change the momentum.
All right, two quick things. We're going to go to a break in a second. I want to remind everybody that Tri-State Sporting Arms is the sponsor of the Sideline Report. So neglected to mention that a few times. Tri-State Sporting Arms, one of our fine sponsors. Another one of our fine sponsors is Al's Pizza. We are at the Al's Pizza halftime show. We're going to go to a break. We're going to take a couple minutes. In fact, let's take 3 and let you know this is the 47th annual PA Ohio Classic, and Ohio leads 16-7. We'll be back in 3 here on Beaver County Radio.
Push Beaver County is presenting Beaver County Boom 250 on June the 27th, and Beaver County Radio is the place to listen for all the coverage. Boone Township Ford will present a live broadcast on Beaver County Radio from the VIP headquarters at Mario's 410 Grill from 6 until the choreographed fireworks and music get underway at 9:45. Take your radio along to listen to the Moon Township Ford broadcast or download our free apps on your mobile device, as Beaver County Radio is your exclusive place to hear the soundtrack for the fireworks. The Moon Township Ford Beaver County Boom broadcast sponsors include the Community College of Beaver County, St. Barnabas Health System, J. Young Refuse, Tom Sipes Demolition, McGee Heating and Air Conditioning, City Rescue Mission, Electric Garage Door Sales, Tri-County McDonald's, I'm loving it, and Beaver County Radio. The Beaver County Boom 250 broadcast is being presented by Moon Township Ford, where friends send friends.
Make a trip to Tri-State Sporting Arms on 3rd Avenue in New Brighton. Stop by and explore their huge selection of high-quality firearms. Their experienced staff is there to help you select the perfect firearm and gear for your family needs. Firearms are not just for hunting, but also for competing and shooting. Competition is all ages. Looking to sell your firearms? They also buy those too. Call them at 724-982-4298. Open Wednesday through Sunday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Closed Mondays and Tuesdays. Before you buy, check out Tri-State Sporting Arms in New Brighton. You won't be disappointed.
A lot has changed since 1885. That's when my great-grandfather, William Andrew Hartzell, opened the doors to our family-owned and operated funeral home. This is William F. Rick Murphy from the William Murphy Funeral Home Incorporated in Rochester. Together with my son, Brian C. Murphy, we represent a business that is now flourishing into its 5th generation. Throughout that time, we've had the pleasure of experiencing many of local memories that have made Rochester and the surrounding area so great. I'll bet many of you can easily recall the H.C. Fry Glassworks, Barnett's Bootery, or even Kaufman's Department Store with its massive double-decker parking lot.
To put things in perspective, my family was already serving others at their time of need before the automobile had even been invented and the aforementioned businesses started and ended. Our commitment to serve our community with dignity and compassion has allowed the William Murphy Funeral Home, Inc. to preserve a business legacy that spans nearly 140 years, and we're still here. To contact us, visit our website at William Murphy Funeral Home, Inc. or call 724-775-0309.
You're listening to the Penn-Ohio Football Classic on Beaver County Radio. Tonight's broadcast is being brought to you by Falcone's Moon Township Ford, Al's Pizza, Tri-State Sporting Arms, J. Young Refuse, McGee Heating and Air Conditioning, McDonald's, the William Murphy Funeral Home, CCBC, the J&J Spratt Funeral Home, and Beaver County Radio, 99.3 FM and AM 1230 WBVP, 95.7 FM and AM 1460 WMBA, as well as beavercountyradio.com.
Not to be cheesy or anything, but Al's Pizza of Beaver County has deals, specials, and delicious options that'll blow your mind. Try Al's Deep Dish, a mouth-watering pie loaded with 2 pounds of cheese and Al's renowned pizza sauce. Looking to feed the whole fam? Al's Dinner Box with a half tray of 1-topping Sicilian pizza and a half tray of cheesy breadsticks is perfect for your family dinner tonight. Even if pizza isn't your thing, stop in and try the delicious Granny Franny Meatball Sub. Delivery from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Order today or stop in at Al's and try some of the delicious pizza pies they're offering.
We're back here at Reeves Field in Beaver Falls, PA, Ohio. Classic. Gentlemen, first I'll ask impressions on the first half. Gene, you go first.
Well, you know what? It was Pennsylvania started out fast with a quick hitter, with a fade, and to go up 7-0. But then Ohio responded and put 2 scores up in the second quarter to take a 16-7 lead. So each team got 1 turnover apiece, but the Pennsylvania one was kind of a tough one when they were down inside the 20-yard line in the red zone, and they threw the interception.
Joe, what do you think? Your impressions on the first half?
Well, I think going into the second half, Gene covered it all. But going into the second half, I think Pennsylvania is going to have to come out here and move the football and, pick up a score, be it a field goal or a touchdown to cut this thing, and figure out a way to stop the run, because Ohio is going to keep coming, and they've been successful in both of their packages, be it spread or be it double tight.
Yeah, I think to echo Joe a little bit, Pennsylvania's having a hard time running the football. in the first half. They can't get the rushing game going, and that plays in the hands of Ohio because they can sit back on defense and put those linebackers in that 4-3 and move them out on number 2 and only put 5 in the box. You can control the run with 5 in the box. That's a big advantage. So if Pennsylvania can get a little run game going to keep Ohio's defense honest, that's going to help a little bit.
You know, Gene, and Pennsylvania has some good running backs. You know, that was one thing that has impressed me the last 2 weeks. There's a stable, you know, some big, strong guys and some quick guys. So it would be nice to see these guys get a chance. Going to have to hold the ball a little bit, and going to have, you know, PA defense needs to find a way maybe to get a 3 and out. That would change the momentum.
Okay, so we've got a couple minutes left before the half. First, Gene, you're taking PA or Ohio?
Ohio.
What do you think Ohio needs to do to be successful and win their 3rd straight year over Pennsylvania?
Well, like Joe said, just keep doing what they're doing. I mean, they're establishing the run. They put the tight end in there, and you know, they're getting 4 or 5 yards a shot with that big offensive line. And you know, Pennsylvania hasn't stopped them yet. So I don't change anything. I think you're playing good defense. You know, they turned the ball over. That was their only setback. They shortened the field a little bit, but other than that, they didn't play a pretty flawless first half.
Joe, you've got Pennsylvania. You've kind of said the same thing. Is anything different other than the things you've said that you think they need to do? Changes defensively, play calling, what do you think?
Well, I think one thing that hopefully was stressed in the locker room is tackling, because Pennsylvania's tackling hasn't been good enough to stop Ohio. So, you know, if you get a couple stops and get some guys to gang up on Ohio and push them back a little bit, then puts them in some bad positions, which they haven't been in 3rd and longs very often.
They're out on the field and warming up. We still have another 3 minutes. We're going to take 2 more minutes break here. We'll be back. You heard from our analysts, and we will be back for the 3rd quarter, the second half, and as we end Al's Pizza halftime show here on Beaver County Radio.
J. Young Refuse and Industry is proud to be an integral part of Beaver County for the past 36 years. Featuring a wide range of recycling services for contracted areas, they are sure to help you get the job done. The J. Young Refuse team of professional drivers consistently exceed safety and service throughout the day, while their customer service representatives take professionalism to the next level. J. Young Refuse and Industry offers both commercial and residential pickup as well. Call them today at 724-495-6199.
One of the greatest honors a person can receive is to be gathered with their people at the time of their passing. Even biblical authors, when they wanted to explain what it meant to have lived a great, prosperous, and meaningful life, spoke of the individual as having lived a long time and being gathered with friends and relatives near as they closed out their twilight years. Being gathered together with loved ones is something that the J&J Spratt Funeral Home takes very seriously as well. The comfort both given and received cannot be underestimated. J&J Spratt Funeral Home also knows that the honor shown to a loved one at their time of need in this manner is still the right thing to do today. J&J Spratt Funeral Home has been gathering together with area families for 4 generations and looks forward to honoring future residents deserving of being gathered together with friends and family. Click jjspratfh.com.
You've got big dreams, and Community College of Beaver County turns dreams into degrees. Choose your path in business, criminal justice, education, health sciences, industrial technology, and more. Build your skills or prepare to transfer, all at a realistic cost and with lots of support. Strong futures start at CCBC. Stop dreaming, start doing. Enroll for spring at ccbc.edu/spring26.
America is turning 250 and Push Beaver County, Visit Beaver County, and Zambelli International are celebrating with the biggest Beaver County boom of all time on Saturday, June 27th at 9:45 p.m. Beaver County Boom 250 is presented by Visit Beaver County. Air Heritage's vintage C-47 military airplane, the Luck of the Irish, will fly over along with skydivers, and it will be followed up by the star of the show, Beaver County Boom 250 at 9:45 p.m. All the action takes place over the Ohio River between Monaca and Rochester. Bring your radio along or listen on your smart device to the Falcones Moon Township Ford live broadcast on Beaver County Radio beginning at 6. Title presenter sponsor of Beaver County Boom is Visit Beaver County. Diamond sponsors include Hap Enterprises and The Right Promise. Media partners include Beaver County Radio, the Beaver County Chamber of Commerce, and Simonic Creative, among others. Don't miss Beaver County Boom, Saturday, June 27th.
Back here from Geneva College in the press box. And we're getting ready for kickoff, gentlemen. Mike Azadian, Gene Matzook, Joe Greco. Is it Greco or Greco?
Hey, whatever you say. Just
Okay,
don't call me late for any of those snacks we got up here.
Derek Rossiter on the sidelines, and Daniel Campbell helping out as well on camera is a fine young man. Works for Beaver County Radio. First time Noah Haskell. Thanks, Noah, for being here.
Look out.
And Curtis Walsh, and taking the kickoff is Pennsylvania all the way up to the 48-yard line. Who was it, guys?
That was Tayshawn Lewis out of Char Valley. He's quick, and he picked that up in stride, and good field position. That's what PA wanted to start.
And Pennsylvania is going to start out at the 48-yard line, they're saying. Thanks to Al's Pizza for sponsoring the halftime show. After the game, the Moon Township Ford post-game show and CCBC Players of the Game. Stay with us for interviews and more. Clear, back to pass, just like the first time. Looks like he's going to go long. He does, down the left sideline. Oh, just overthrew him, man. He was wide open. Had beat the defense by a lot of yards. Gentlemen, who was it? And talk to us about the play.
Yeah, he had Julian Baldwin on the wheel down the sidelines. It took some time to develop, but it cleared out, and he waited for him, just overshot him.
Oh, man. They do the same thing they did in the first half, this time to the left side. Boy, if that hits, great. But, you know, I would see Clear has a good arm. He's had a good arm for years. I wouldn't be surprised if they maybe pass more than run this series.
Well, they're having trouble running the football, so I think it's a good job to run some play action here and, some short game.
Clear has two receivers to the left. Flag flies. He throws the ball and in and out of the hands of...
We're going to have a legal procedure on Pennsylvania.
So, that's a penalty. That's going to knock him back 5 yards. So, it'll be second down all over again.
Yeah, tough to get behind the sticks.
Who was he throwing to? Was that Best?
Yes.
The Best.
Best from Char Valley.
Back into the game. Tayshawn Lewis comes in from Char Valley. He comes back out.
Looks like Ohio's going to decline the penalty to make it 3rd and 10.
Yep.
Interesting call. You don't see that very often, do you? Most of the times when you guys were coaching, did you see that a lot?
Yeah, I mean, you put him in 3rd down, and you want to give him 2 plays, you want to give him 1 play.
Okay. Well, I would think from here, Pennsylvania's got to be in. Think they're 4-down territory here? Maybe. We'll see what they get on 3rd down.
Yeah.
2 receivers left, 1 right. Boy, some confusion. Another guy comes off the field for Pennsylvania. Boy, I hope they have 11 on there. Clear back to pass. He has some time. He fires it. Man open at the 40. That's going to be a first down.
That's a first down.
Yeah, and that is to Best.
Number 2. Yeah.
And Best gets the first down. Nice play. Curl route.
Yeah, a little hitch. He ran like a 10-yard hitch. Came right back. Good timing with the quarterback. He put it right on the button.
Joe, Clear has a really good arm. He has a strong arm.
Well, the good thing about that route, it was thrown on time. So as soon as he made his break, he was past the sticks. That was a good play on 3rd and 10.
And for him, unless I'm wrong, he's going to trade school. This is it for him. He probably won't play football after that.
He's going to BC3. And
he won't be playing football after this unless he decides to do something different. Clear with a pitch. Round the right side, that is Tayshawn Lewis, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 32, which gives him a gain of about 6, I think.
Listen, he almost broke that.
I know.
It's an ankle tackle. He's a play away from breaking it.
He's got a nice. He's smaller. Well, I should say he's 6'1", but he's 160, but he is quick. So that'll be now 2nd down and 4.
That's what you want.
So they're moving the ball both ways.
And Pennsylvania needed to possess the ball to start this second half.
Because they really had. Well, they did a couple times, but turnovers killed them. Clear. He's going to pitch again. Same play, exact play. But he gets hit, and does he go out of bounds or he stays in bounds? And they're going to say he's down at the 22. He kept his feet.
Yeah, you got a penalty.
Almost got out of bounds at the 35-yard line and would have been a loss, but
On Pennsylvania.
There's a penalty against Pennsylvania. Guys, he did a great job when he got hit and he stayed in bounds. Looked like he almost went out of bounds. Would have been a loss, but ended up getting enough yardage, but there's going to be a penalty. They're going to say at the 23. Well, are they going to mark the penalty?
Well, I saw a flag.
I guess not. No, he goes down to the 23. They're not going to have a penalty, guys. Okay, so that's a first down. First down for PA. So, boy, I tell you, Best kept his feet. Boy, I tell you, just keeping his feet not going out of bounds after getting hit, Gene, that's hard to do as a running back when you get hit.
Yeah,
like
you got that low center of gravity.
Yep.
You know, he's not the tallest kid, and he just got that, you know, he broke a couple tackles and almost broke it.
Okay, clear. Hands off. No, that fakes a handoff. Passes this time. Left side to Best. He goes around the left side. And does he get a first down, or did they rule him out?
He's out of bounds. About 3 yards short.
3 yards short. A fake handoff. Pitch to Best. Best seems to be their guy right now.
Yeah, you know, there's a little read. You know, fake the inside zone, and they run like a little bubble where the guy just flares backwards in the slot, and they throw it to him.
And Joe, if he's your fastest guy, you got to go with him, right?
Well, you know, they're playmakers. You know, Best and Lewis from Char Valley. You could see the practice. They're playmakers, and you know they're dangerous with their hands on the ball. So they've had a big part of this drive. That's for sure.
Now, Best came out. That 3 or 4 plays in a row, you got to sit a guy, or you do too many times, you wear him out. So give him a play off here. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, they're in some power formation now. Just tight end wing.
Yeah, 2 receivers to the right. Clear is going to talk to one of the receivers. Now he comes back into the shotgun position. See what they do here. Now man in motion. That's one of the tight ends. That's for blocking, you would think. He's back to pass. He steps up and he's tackled and sacked. Ball on the ground? No.
No.
Well, he gets down to the 21-yard. He stepped up. He's not the most mobile quarterback. He didn't have a lot of time to throw.
He got pressure right away from the DN on the left side, and, he just collapsed the pocket quickly.
So PA's got 3rd and 8 here, and I'm curious to see what's going to happen because, you know, we got Rocco from Hopewell here, and he's boomed 55-yarders. So if we don't get it, he might get a chance.
1 or 2 yards, they probably go for it, you think? Any more than that, probably a field goal.
Yeah, I think you take the 3 and get that 6, yep.
So Clear, again, comes all the way to the sidelines to get his play. They're on the left hash mark, so he has to go a little further. So clock running, 8:36 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Ohio leads 16-7 on 2 second quarter rushing touchdowns.
They got the Char Valley kids on the bottom here.
2 and 2. Goes back, looks, fires, finds Best, and he holds on to the ball. They're going to give him forward progress.
He's short.
He's still short, but he's at the 16-yard line, 15.5-yard line. He's going to be about...
He's 3 yards short.
3 yards short.
Here comes the field goal.
Here comes the field goal unit.
Yep.
So the gentleman from Hopewell, Rocco Marcantonio, 5'10", 170. He's going to go to Mercyhurst. He's been booming them, and I believe he set some records at Hopewell. And he's going to kick, which looks like to be about a 33-yard field goal. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is up. It is
good.
Good. Yes. Boy, that would have been guarded from 40. He boomed it, and that's a score for PA, and they cut it to 16-10 within 1 score. We're going to take a break. We'll come back here from Reeves Field in Geneva on Beaver County Radio.
Not to be cheesy or anything, but Al's Pizza of Beaver County has deals, specials, and delicious options that'll blow your mind. Try Al's Deep Dish, a mouth-watering pie loaded with 2 pounds of cheese and Al's renowned pizza sauce. Looking to feed the whole fam? Al's Dinner Box with a half tray of 1-topping Sicilian pizza and a half tray of cheesy breadsticks is perfect for your family dinner tonight. Even if pizza isn't your thing, stop in and try the delicious Granny Ferrani meatball sub. Delivery from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Order today or stop in at Al's and try some of the delicious pizza pies they're offering.
I've been to Al's Pizza before. Have you been to Al's Pizza? Have you been to Al's Pizza? Al's Pizza is a little different. Every pizza shop has a different way of doing things. Al's a little different than everybody else. I've tried every pizza there is. So I can use almost any pizza right now. But thanks to Al's Pizza for sponsoring the halftime show. And I'm going to have to make it a point to go down there. Haven't been there in a while. Thanks for joining us here tonight. We really appreciate it. It's been a competitive ball game. Pennsylvania has cut it to 16-10. They are now going to kick off to Ohio, and we'll see what the Pennsylvania defense can do. That kick is long, it is deep, and it is fielded in the end zone. And the whistle was blown. Is there a special rule? You can't bring it out.
Once
you can't bring it out.
Yep.
So that's Mark Antonio. Boy, he's got a leg. No doubt about it. He's going to do well at Mercyhurst. So we go, and anything special you guys see on defense change, let me know. But PA goes on defense for the first time here in the second half.
Yeah, this is a big series for Pennsylvania. I mean, if they can get a 3 and out, they get a lot of momentum going their way.
Yeah, let's face facts. If they trade back and forth either scores or non-scoring possessions, Ohio's going to win the game. They have to make a stop or get a turnover to win this game. So 1st and 10 from the 20. Let's see who the quarterback is. They've had 3 different QBs. I believe this one is Monroy, I think. He's going to keep it himself. He gets wrapped up on defense. They broke through.
Number
the defensive line did a great job.
That's Jamison Feely coming off the end. He's quick, and he read it. They were reading him, and he came down, and he played cat and mouse with him, and then he took care of the quarterback.
It's almost like the quarterback and the running back are there. I'm going to give it to you. No, I'm going to keep it, and you try to fool them.
Well, it's a read. It's a read.
Exactly. So the linebackers, the tight ends, they got to read it. If you guess wrong, okay, but there's got to be guys on each side reading it.
Yeah, the quarterback's reading their linebackers to see if they're flowing, and if they do, he'll pull it.
So it is 2nd and 9. They do get a yard out of that. This time back to pass. Quick hitter. Caught at the 20 and taken up to about the 28-yard line. And get a gain of about 7.
One of the twos. Harmon.
Will Harmon. Yep. One of the, that's the first time we've called his name. Harmon went to Salem. They're really spreading it around, guys.
Big 3rd down here.
3rd and 2.
They're staying in their spread formation.
Guys, defense communication. Is there guys yelling at each other what to watch for, things like that on defense? The linemen, what are they doing?
Yeah, they're talking. They're telling them. The secondary's making sure they're on the right, page with the coverage and wait, watch this, watch that. So.
Okay, Monroy now in the shotgun. He got 2 wide receivers left. They're going to hand the ball off up the middle. Goes a man, gets a first down, and much more. And out to about the 43-yard line, I believe.
It was Hinchcliffe.
That's Hinchcliffe this time. They've used Hinchcliffe, Smith, Hefner, Harmon, and Thomas.
Yeah, Hinchcliffe's that inside zone guy. He made a great cut back there. He broke 3 tackles and a big 15-yard gain. And then the number 1 is more the the scat guy. He's the speed guy.
Yeah, Hinchcliffe from Lisbon. He looks like he's tough to stop. I'm guessing for Lisbon he did really well. 1st and 10 now from the 40-yard line. Handoff this time. Left side comes a runner, and that is Hinchcliffe. He gets stopped for no gain.
That was Jared Moyer from Moon. He came up and made a nice low tackle, which we haven't seen much of this evening.
We saw one earlier.
And also Khalil Johnson from Cornell. So that's a big play to get a no gain and a run play for Pennsylvania.
They seem to be doing these swing passes. They're not going long downfield because PA has some pretty good defensive backs.
I mean, let's see if they get back to that bread and butter and go up the middle. That's eventually the play that Pennsylvania's going to have to stop.
I think a good adjustment, Joe and Mike, is the safety's got to get involved. They did there. You got to run the alley. Absolutely.
2nd and 10 after the stop by Pennsylvania. Monroy. He's going to take it himself. He goes left side. He's going to get maybe 3, and then he gets gang tackled at about the 48-yard line. So he's going to gain 4. And Pennsylvania, again, just like you said, guys are coming up now. But they got to be careful because he can also pass that.
Quarterback.
He can pull it. He can pull it and go. But you know what? They're doing a good job pursuing to the ball, much better than the first half.
Yep, quarterback counter. Ethan Shear from Central Valley made a good stop, played his block off.
So one thing I think this team's got to do is they got to stop that pass, that rollout pass from the running backs. They seem to get a lot of yards when they do that, and they have not stopped them at all on that. They've stopped some of the sweeps to the left and a few of the plays up the middle, but this is a good running team. 3rd and 5 now. Back to pass. Quick hitter to the right side. Finds a man. Can they get him? He cuts into the middle of the field. He runs into one of his blockers, and Pennsylvania tackles him at about the, we're going to say 49-yard line or 50-yard line. So it might be a gain of 1. It'll be 4th down and probably 4 on the spot. They give him to the 49-yard line, so he's going to gain a couple. It'll be 4th down and 3. What do you think happens here, gentlemen?
They're going to go for it, and why not? That's 4th and about 4, which their power game might be. They're going to come with the big guys, which they are. Here they come.
Thing is, you miss it here. You give them the ball, and they just came down and scored. This is a big play in this game.
It sure is. And, Pennsylvania, the kid from Ohio was really stock blocking out wide, and he should have stayed outside to make that first down, but here we go.
Power formation. Yep. Bring the linebackers up. Got to stop. 3:37 remaining in the third. Monroy, is he going to keep it or hand it off?
They put a lineman in a tackle.
They give it to Monroy. He takes it himself. He gets the first down and more. Gets it to the 41-yard line. Just too much blocking up front, guys.
Hey, I don't know if you guys realize yet, but they're running left.
Yep.
There's a reason for that. Because the big 77, the tackle for Ohio, is the left tackle, and they're running that way. When they need yardage, they go to the left.
Nishan White from Indian Creek. Couple of big guys from Indian Creek. The other one is Luke McMillan.
That's a lot, and that's a lot of confidence to know on 4 yards you're going to run power on 4th down.
Yeah, absolutely. That is. And he's big. It doesn't say where he's going to go to college, but I would imagine he's got to be going somewhere. He's the biggest kid on the field. He's what, 5-6 inches taller than anybody on his team?
He's 6'5".
He's a big dude.
Probably 300 pounds.
First and 10 now. 2:52 remaining in the third. From the 41-yard line. Monroy in shotgun. He has one man right. He throws to him. Hits him at about the 35, another first down. This time inside the 30 to the 25, and oh boy, the momentum is all Ohio right now.
Well, here's the thing, they go into that flanker where they got 2 tight ends, 2 backs in the backfield, and the flanker, number 1, their athlete. So they can play one-on-one with him, all right, because Pennsylvania got to come up and stop the run. So they can do either or. That's a tough formation for Pennsylvania.
And when you're one-on-one like that, if you're back, you give him the catch, and then you got to stop him. If you come up and play press on him, if he gets by you, you're in trouble.
Yep, he's not going to get much help from the safety if it's run. I mean, he has to help out in the run.
So another first down, 1st and 10 from the 25. They're taking their time. This could be a game-defining drive for them. Again, Pennsylvania has to stop them or get a turnover sometime this half if they want to win this game. Running play again. He's going to go with a man to the left, and I believe, is that Hinchcliffe again?
Yep.
Hinchcliffe going to get about 7 or 8 yards, and the crowd reacts. There's a penalty flag down. I don't know what that is, but gentlemen, I noticed a couple of plays ago there was some pushing and shoving after a play when they got that first down, so I don't know what the call is going to be.
I don't know who they're calling us on. Let's see.
The crowd doesn't like it.
I don't know if it's on Richards from Riverside or if it's 77 from Ohio. I think they're going to call it on him, Ohio. Big penalty. It's going to be on White from...
Is it holding?
Left tackle.
Yeah. It's on both.
Oh, offsetting.
Yeah, offsetting penalties. Personal fouls for both. See, I noticed...
No, he signaled the wrong way. That's on Ohio.
Okay, because he went the wrong way. Okay.
So... that was after the play, too. So I think it's the down will remain.
Well, something happened when they got the first down originally when they brought him in. I noticed a little bit of shoving after the play. Nothing was called. One of the other PA players took a guy away. I didn't see who it was. And now, after this, it looks like Big 77 lost his temper, which is good for PA. Second down now, and it looks like about 18.
You're in 2 tight end, but one of the tight ends is an offensive tackle.
Back to pass. Monroy looks deep. He goes right side and throws it to open air because the receiver cut sideline, and that is incomplete.
Yeah, there was nothing there. It was good coverage. There was some incidental contact, and the quarterback threw it away. It was not going to be complete, so no call. Good no call.
Brings a couple of guys out. Ohio brings a couple of guys in, so substitutions. And again, huge play here, 3rd and 17. They're in 4 down. I don't know if they have a field goal kicker.
No, they don't.
If they miss a play here, where do they go? 4th and 17?
Yeah, they're in 4 down, and I think Pennsylvania, no big plays. That's the biggest thing for them. No big plays.
3rd and 17. Yeah, if you can limit them 3 or 4 yards here, you can't get 15 yards on this one. 3 receivers wide right, 1 wide left. Don't be surprised if they run the ball. You never know. Monroy takes it back. He rolls right. Then he dumps it to the left on a screen, and that is going to go all the way down, and he's going to get a touchdown. Perfectly drawn play. Everybody went right. He faked right. Everybody bit it. Screen play, and that is a 32-yard touchdown.
That's a good call by Ohio.
Absolutely.
To run the screen. Everybody was thinking they're going to go to the trips over there, and he snuck right out. They had the blocking back in the backfield. He was the screen guy. Touchdown.
Who was it that scored?
And that was
24.
Hinchcliffe once again, and well designed. Wow, it really wasn't. In 7 practices to get a good screenplay like that.
Well, that's good.
They got it to the right guy too.
And they're going to go 2 again, I would think.
There's the big play we were just talking about, right? No big plays.
Yeah, no big play.
They just gave
and everybody bought everybody. I mean, it looked like he was going to go right, and he sold that perfectly because there was no one there within, 5 yards of him catching the ball, and he had to beat one guy.
And guess who was out in front of him? Number 77.
Yeah, and he had to beat one guy down the sideline who hit him at the 2. So 2-point conversion coming here, 22-10. This would make it 24. Would make it a full. It's still a 2-possession game. Handoff into the end zone. They get the 2-point conversion. And it is now 24-10. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Pennsylvania's got some work to do in a fast-moving third quarter. Here from Geneva on Beaver County Radio.
Beaver County Radio and Moon Township Ford are teaming up for the 4th annual Cruise in the Ridge Car Cruises. This year's car cruises are presented by A.K. Nahhouse Appliance Furniture Mattress and TV and Dan Hoffman State Farm Insurance. Join us this Saturday, June 20th from 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. for the 2nd cruise of the year. The cruise is being held at the Beaver County Radio Studios at 4301 Dutch Ridge Road in Brighton Township. Solid Gold Saturday host J.D. Merkel will be spinning tunes in the parking lot. There will be food trucks, a 50-50, and a chance auction. The cruises are rain or shine, and the first 100 receive a dash plaque. Collect all 5 for a chance at a special prize at the end of the year. Cruise in the Ridge is also being sponsored by Tri-County McDonald's, Patriot Home Care, Monroe Auto Body, NovaCare, J. Young Refuse, NAMI Beaver County, and Beaver County Radio.
We're back here at Geneva College, Pennsylvania, in the PA Ohio Classic. Trying not to lose their 3rd in a row, give up a big play. Third quarter, they give up, after they scored on a field goal, a long drive that ends up with a 32-yard reception for Hinchcliffe. And with 1:18 to go in this third quarter, PA has got to score here, I would think, and got to force a turnover or something to win this game. Here's the kick. A squibber. They don't want a big run back. And PA takes it. The man picks the ball up instead of letting it down. Gets about 5 out to the 30-yard line. So
that was number 20, Khalil Johnson from Cornell, that picked that up, and we had some activity on the sideline. I don't know if anything's going to come of it.
Cleared it out. Yeah, no flags.
So 1:10 to go. PA is going to have it. I still think it's second possession. This will be clear again, which means fourth quarter you're going to depend on Stuckey. Now, I don't know if it was designed that way or not, but Stuckey's the quicker guy. They both have good arms.
I think they got to utilize that speed in any way. Get them in open space. Get them in, in the backfield. Whatever you got to do. Get the speed on the field.
Pretty much, as I look at things, let's see. This is their. Wait a minute. We got penalties.
They did call a penalty.
They did. This is on Ohio. Boy, you just score. You go up by 14, and you give up all that yardage. They're going to get a 15-yard penalty. It's to the 44-yard line, 1st and 10. Interesting. Big crowd here. Nice night here in Pennsylvania. A little bit cloudy. Still kind of warm. Clear back. Fakes a handoff. Goes deep again. This time, the ball is up in the air, and it hits the hands of Philip Marino Jr. And goes incomplete.
Yep, he was looking for his teammate. He was going up top to Philip Marino Jr.
Yep.
I think we got another penalty on Ohio.
You know what?
Sportsmanlike.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, the DB was going with him, but the ball was overthrown, so the DB slowed up a little bit, and Marino got his hands on it but couldn't bring it in. And we're looking at another penalty possibly.
Good shot. First down.
I don't blame him. I kind of had a feeling they might do that. You got to use Clear's arm. Maybe some pass plays across the middle again. something. I mean, you got a quarterback.
He called
like
on
that.
Pennsylvania.
This one goes
He's going to call
today.
alternate, yeah. This is the
offsetting.
I always say they go to the offsetting just to get out of it. Either don't call it, all right, or call it on one.
If you don't call it, Gene, then people think they can get away with stuff. It's like, I'm more familiar with basketball refereeing. If you let the guys play too much, all of a sudden, it gets ugly. So it is 2nd and 10 now. 1 minute to go, third quarter. From the 44. Clear. Takes it himself. He goes left side. He gets around the end. He gets maybe 3. He gets out to the 48. He's going to get maybe 5. Oh, he's knocked out of bounds, but the clock's still going.
Yeah.
So what is it?
He might. That's a good question here. The clock. He stopped it. He ran off about 5.
What is he guy doing?
It's getting a little chippy out there now. They got to get it calmed down a little bit.
Home team scorekeeper. Come on, man. 8 or 9 seconds went off the clock.
Good read by Clear. He faked his zone and he pulled it. The guy crashed. But I tell you what, Ohio really pursued it with their safety corner come off the block. Great pursuit by Ohio's defense.
You got 4 yards. You got 4. Go ahead.
I think Ohio's really pursuing, and they're tackling better, than Pennsylvania, and that's been a big part.
Clear has gone deep at least 3 times. 1, maybe 4 times. 1 for the big completion and touchdown. Haven't had a screen pass out of them.
Yeah, this is a big call here, 3rd down.
We had a good one across the middle.
Down. Yeah, need a first down.
3rd and 7. Clear back to pass. He has time. He has room. He steps up. He fires right side. Yeah! He catches the ball. Does Best. He's going to walk into the 5-yard line. Best went up with the ball and he tipped it to himself, broke away from the DB, and sped inside the 5. I haven't seen anything like that since maybe Justin Jefferson.
There's a tip drill. The DB for Ohio, he went up and tried to get it. He tipped it up in the air, and Best came down with it and took it to the 3. Big play there. You need breaks once in a while.
For sure. Great play by Best to stay with it, to concentration. And you always tell the defensive backs to knock the ball down.
Yep.
And but Best made it, stayed with it, give Pennsylvania a great opportunity.
Did Best tip it or the DB?
The DB.
Okay, I thought Best did. So good correction, guys. So a couple guys come out. Best comes out. They're from the 3rd line, and here's a timeout.
That's the quarter.
Oh, that's the quarter. Quarter's over. We go to the 4th. We'll be back in a minute. We'll take a break here on Beaver County Radio.
Have you had a McDonald's refresher yet? Stop by and pick up one of their tasty new drinks like strawberry watermelon, mango pineapple, or the bold new blackberry passion fruit. You'll love it, and so will your taste buds. Only at McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Just like a good football team is trained to win, the goal at Moon Township Ford is to win you over with their own team of experienced professionals equipped with what it takes to make your dreams of a new car come true. Visit them today or see their exciting selection of cars and trucks online. Find out why people keep running back to Moon Township Ford time and time again. Everyone at Moon Township Ford extends best wishes for the Pennsylvania All-Star team in the Penn-Ohio Football Classic.
Falcone's Moon Township Ford, where friends send friends.
We're back here. We're debating about CCPC players of the game. That's a little bit early. Derek, let's go down to you on the sidelines. Sorry I missed you in the 3rd quarter. Of course, we are sponsored by Tri-State Sporting Arms. Derek, what do you think about PA and the passing and what they just did there? Derek, you with me? There you go. Microphone working?
I'm sorry.
You're good.
Hello.
Hey, go ahead, Derek. What do you think about that play?
Yeah, it was right in front of me. Best, he went up over the defender, tipped it, and had his eyes on the ball the whole time and came down with it and still was able to make a great play to get down to the inside the 5.
Must score here, Derek. Got to go with the run game here and can't fool around. They got to get the ball back one more time.
They're going to have to dig them out down here now. This is tough yardage here, so.
Got to want it.
They're going to go into
the game. It's Clear as the quarterback still. He's not. No, they're going Wildcat.
This is Wildcat.
Yep. And something went wrong.
No, he's under center. Clear was under center.
I thought he went. Tayshawn Lewis went in motion.
They were going to hand the ball to McNabb from West Allegheny.
They're going to send Jack Miles in. They're going to bring out See who comes. Clear comes for the
number 28 or 6.
Looks like 6.
26. Yeah, Ethan Shear's coming out.
Ethan Shear's coming out. Clear gets the call.
I think it's the perfect time for play action. It's first down. They just got a penalty.
First and goal at the 8.
You
got to get a score.
Got
they got to get a touchdown.
At the 8? What, they get a 5-yard penalty?
5-yard penalty, yep.
Yeah. Okay. First and goal from the 8. Pitch. No. Back the other way. Run inside the 5. Is that McNabb from West Allegheny? Faked a pitch to the right, and McNabb runs left. He gets
You got about 3.
3 or 4 yards. They got 4 cracks at it, guys.
That was a well-designed play.
Yep, good call.
It looked like they were going to get more, but Ohio closed up really quick.
Do you see run plays the whole? Well, they got Best back in the game now. See run plays, or can you see, like Gene says, play action, and if you get a guy flash out into the end zone quick, one-on-one?
You get a play action and get somebody in the flat. You know, somebody to the corner of the end zone.
Well, Best goes in for a reason. He's your fastest guy.
You know,
he's got what, 1 touchdown so far, and some big plays. So PA sends a guy out wide left. That's going to be Marino. Best in motion. He goes left side now too. Clear. Hands the ball. No, he takes up the middle. He fakes the handoff, and he runs straight up the middle. Big play there.
Travis Clear made a terrific read. Terrific read. And the end bit, he went with the running back, and Clear just took it up here. Nice power read blocking by the O-line for Pennsylvania.
So they cut the lead now to 24-16 with a point after coming. So it's going to be within 1 score no matter what. Even if he misses this, a 2-pointer could tie it. If you make this, you could win the game. Kick up, and it is good.
Automatic.
24-17. Pennsylvania cuts the lead to 7. 10:53 remaining in the third quarter. We'll be back to Geneva's Reeves Field after this break here on Beaver County Radio.
Push Beaver County is presenting Beaver County Boom 250 on June the 27th, and Beaver County Radio is the place to listen for all the coverage. Moon Township Ford will present a live broadcast on Beaver County Radio from the VIP headquarters at Mario's 410 Grill from 6 until the choreographed fireworks and music get underway at 9:45. Take your radio along to listen to the Moon Township Ford broadcast or download our free apps on your mobile device, as Beaver County Radio is your exclusive place to hear the soundtrack for the fireworks. The Moon Township Ford Beaver County Boom broadcast sponsors include the Community College of Beaver County, St. Barnabas Health System, J. Young Refuse, Tom Sipes Demolition, McGee Heating and Air Conditioning, City Rescue Mission, Electric Garage Door Sales, Tri-County McDonald's, I'm loving it, and Beaver County Radio. The Beaver County Boom 250 broadcast is being presented by Moon Township Ford, where friends send friends.
Back to live action. Kickoff. Ohio with it. And the man breaks free up to about the 40-yard line. Pennsylvania could not afford that.
15.
And they had him bottled up with about the 25 guys that couldn't tackle him. Go back to what Joe said, tackling. And if they tackle him like they could have, but now they're going to have the ball 1st and 10 at about the 40, we think.
Well, you got a late hit on Pennsylvania, so it's going to go 15 more.
Oh, man.
So they're going to get the ball inside Pennsylvania territory to start.
You know, I think PA is so used to, and in practice too, I noticed this, Rocco kicking the ball in the end zone, that they kind of took it easy going down there and weren't able to make the play.
Yeah, that's a good point, Joe.
Rocco squib it, or what did he do there?
He just kicked it to the 1-yard line.
Okay.
He didn't get all the way in the end zone.
So the situation now, I know there's 10:42 to go, but if they go down and score here, I'm not saying that's the end of the game, but you're up 2 scores now, and that penalty is going to take them inside PA territory to 49.
If
they need a big play.
They take 6 minutes off the clock, Mike.
Yeah, they need to stop them or get a turnover. So first play handoff, left side.
Number 11.
That's going to be Ryan Smith. Do we still have at quarterback Monroy?
Yep.
So Monroy has been the quarterback more than Starkey with like maybe 1 play, Thomas with a couple, but it's mainly been Monroy.
I think it's 14. I think it's
it's Starkey?
Starkey came in, yeah.
Well, we know coming in for PA, if they get the ball back, which they should, will be Stuckey. Clock running. They're going to take all the time they can in between plays. This is brutal if you're the trailing team.
Well, they're in 4-down territory, so they're going to run clock here, and you got to stop them.
Starkey passes the ball, finds a man, incomplete. Oh man, I thought that could have been.
Boy, I tell you what,
is that a fumble?
That's a fumble. That is a fumble.
That should be because it looked like it was.
What do you rule? Incomplete?
I thought it was incomplete.
No, he put.
But what if the ball was behind?
If he throws the ball behind,
yes,
where the quarterback, that's a fumble.
That was close,
and that's where they marked it.
That's where they marked it. Yeah.
Wow. Boy, Tayshawn Lewis almost jumped in front of that for Pennsylvania, and if he'd have got his hands on it, it would have been back the other way.
Chartiers Valley going to
change.
Fairmont State. A lot of kids going to a lot of good schools here from Jackson Zon's coming to Geneva. We got kids going to Grove City, Westminster, Robert Morris.
Well, you got Thomas up on top. He's their athlete, so
30
what they do here.
Big play here. Got to limit them.
Don't give
Can't have another big play, like you said. He drops back. He rolls. He fires. Finds a man.
That's who.
And
That's
he catches
Thomas.
the ball. Thomas.
They're going to go for it.
And he goes to the 43-yard line. He's going to be about 3 yards short, it looks like.
He didn't go out of bounds either.
Boy, the quarterback did a good job.
Yeah.
Did a good job escaping.
How do you not go out of bounds? Yeah, he went out of bounds.
He stopped it. Man, they're running some clock.
Man, this clock guy is just way behind.
Well, you know what, guys? This is the big play here. Probably the biggest play of the game there for Pennsylvania.
No doubt.
They have to stop him here in the run.
Do you think they're going to come power, Gene, do you think they're going to load up and go 4.5 yards and just try and power it?
That's a great question. They're having a lot of success doing it. Why not?
Looks like the big boys are in.
Yeah.
So what do you do if you're the defense, guys? Quickly.
Bring those safeties up tighter, like Joe said. Get those outside linebackers in the box, and dare them to throw it.
Take a shot. Attack the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
somebody make a play. Get up underneath it.
Timeout called by Ohio. We're going to take a timeout here. Take a minute break from Geneva's Reeves Field. And Pennsylvania trails 24-17 with 8:43 left here on Beaver County Radio.
You're listening to the Penn-Ohio Football Classic on Beaver County Radio. Tonight's broadcast is being brought to you by Falcone's Moon Township Ford, Al's Pizza, Tri-State Sporting Arms, J. Young Refuse, McGee Heating and Air Conditioning, McDonald's, the William Murphy Funeral Home, CCBC, the J&J Spratt Funeral Home, and Beaver County Radio, 99.3 FM and AM 1230 WBVP, 95.7 FM and AM 1460 WMBA, as well as beavercountyradio.com.
Back here to Geneva's Reeves Field in Beaver County. Pennsylvania, Ohio Classic, 47 years. Ohio has won the last two, and it was rather easy. Pennsylvania has struggled the last few years. This team more competitive team for Pennsylvania than a handful of years back, Joe. Very competitive, very offensive-minded, playing pretty well. Big play here coming up, though.
They're in their power set.
And they got one receiver wide right.
They might go one-on-one here. Be careful. Reverse.
Reverse. And a pass play. Man wide open. Oh, my. The man who passed the ball was Jeremiah Thomas. A reverse, and the running backs pitched it. The quarterback, Thomas, was nobody near him and found a man wide open at about the 30.
Brady
they got
Fair.
it to the 20-yard line, 18-yard line. That's
Ohio
a killer.
Ohio had a lot of guts to run that, and they were successful. You can tell they worked it, and they were confident in it. Boy, Pennsylvania was trying to apply the pressure.
And you know
just didn't work out.
It's an all-star game, so why not? It's entertainment for the fans. I thought he's going up, but he pitched it right away. And you look downfield, there's a guy wide open.
Well, if he would have kept running, he would have lost 3 yards. Pennsylvania really pursued to the ball, but good call by Ohio. I mean, right time.
8:09 on the clock.
Executed it.
First down. Handoff. First man through is going to get about.
Yeah, he took him off the ball there.
6-7 yards. 8 yards maybe. Just kept pushing. And now we got some pushing and shoving afterwards. There goes a flag. Is this going to be coincidental? Back and forth. Two guys in each other's face. One for each team. Who ran the ball? Was that Hinchcliffe?
That was.
Hinchcliffe, 9 yards, power back. In my opinion, he's their best offensive player.
But you got to be disciplined.
Kind of tough, boy. They got so many good players. I would think this is going to be offsetting. No?
I don't think it is. I think it's on Pennsylvania.
You think so? Because
the Ohio kid never pushed back.
He never pushed back, and he had him by the helmet.
That's exactly what it is.
That's what it is.
That was frustration.
Yep.
You know, come up and make the tackle. You know, show some more aggression while the play's going on. That's just
I agree.
The
Ohio kid had discipline. He stayed away. He kept his hands up, never moved, and got to the 15.
Yeah, you got to think about your team a little bit. I know it's frustrating. Hey, football, hockey, you're going to get this push and shove. Basketball, some too, but if you don't keep your cool, eventually you're going to get called and hurt your team. So from the 5, it's 1st and goal from the 5.
Yeah, they're not going to change anything.
Yeah, they're going to take their sweet old time.
You see where 77 is? That's where they're running.
He's on the left. Boy, is he big. Man, is he big. They do. They run that way. Handoff, and easily into the end zone is Ryan Smith. And boy, I tell you, it's like they broke their spirit.
Well,
you can tell their spirit's broken.
You're right, Gene. You know, that left side is where they've chosen to attack every time they've been on the goal line, and it's been very successful.
Yeah.
Well, you can see when he gets in his stance, you can see how big that kid is. His back and his back end are up higher than anybody else by like a foot. He's a big.
He's strong. He got good feet.
Man.
His feet are excellent.
I wonder where he's going to school.
He moves really well for that kid that size.
Think he's D1?
Oh, well, he's got to be close. Definitely D2.
Is anybody up here in the box
or
from
maybe,
Ohio? Where's that kid going? Because he is big.
They just pushed the end out. The kid cut up underneath. And
30-17, up by 13. They're going to go for 2. If they make it, it'll put them up by 15. Every time they've gone for 2, they've gone left side behind their big man. See
this
if they do
big
it again.
Here. We can keep it at 13. That's 2 touchdowns.
And Thomas is the quarterback. He's going to take it. He reverses field and throws it to a guy wide open into the end zone. They tricked him again, and this offensive play calling by Ohio has got Pennsylvania down 15 points. 32-17 with 7:15 to go here from Reeves Field on Beaver County Radio.
Just like a good football team is trained to win, the goal at Moon Township Ford is to win you over with their own team of experienced professionals equipped with what it takes to make your dreams of a new car come true. Visit them today or see their exciting selection of cars and trucks online. Find out why people keep running back to Moon Township Ford time and time again. Everyone at Moon Township Ford extends best wishes to the Pennsylvania All-Star team in the Penn-Ohio Football Classic.
Falcone's Moon Township Ford, where friends send friends.
Well, we're back here. 7:15 to go. We're discussing the last play. It looked like Thomas was going to take it himself. Then he faked the handoff, guys. And we all thought they were going to go with the same play they've done. I think Pennsylvania saw that too. It looked like they were lined up to stop it. He stops, turns, goes, and finds a man open in the end zone.
He ran the exact same play they scored a touchdown on. The only difference was he just faked it to him now, and he booted and threw it there. So that was a great call by Ohio. They're executing, job. Mike. They're executing their plays.
They've done a great job all night long, I would think.
You got to give Ohio a little credit. I mean, they're executing at the right time.
And the kickoff is upcoming. And it's another squibber. See what Pennsylvania does for it. A little bobble there.
Baldwin from Hopewell picked it up.
There he is.
Julian Baldwin. He gets it out to 35. All is not lost yet. There is some time left. And they're going to start off at the 36.
Yep, Stuckey's going to have his shot to make some plays right now.
Yeah, maybe he can, like Joe said, move in the pocket and use his legs a little bit to scramble out if he gets trouble.
After this play, if we can, we're going to go down to Derek on the sidelines, who have interviews afterwards with the CCBC players of the game and the head coach. And we've got the referees going to gather together here. And let's go to you right now, Derek. Derek, what do you see from the line of Ohio and how they've been able to just get so much room to run?
They've been pushing down this defensive line of Pennsylvania all game, right in all the gaps. They can't get down the middle, and then on all these plays to the left side, running off number 77. They've been holding that left side strong. They've scored those 2-point conversions, and they've been money on that left side run.
Thanks, Derek. We'll come back to you later. That's the Tri-State Sporting Arms sideline plays, and I don't know what the refs are talking about, but Looks like we're. Wait a minute. They're still talking. What do you guys think?
It could be a roll thing.
The ball is supposed to go to the 35-yard line minimum. So that's probably what they're discussing. It had to be close.
Yeah.
They squibbed it.
Oh. So the kick had to go that far. Oh, it did. All right. And the quarterback is he comes back. He's got all kind of room. He fires it and finds a man at the 50.
Moyer.
And that's Moyer down to the 47-yard line.
Boy, MJ Stuckey stayed in there very, very nicely. He was well protected, kept his eyes downfield, and Moyer eventually came open over the middle.
Yeah, a lot of time. Good protection.
Stuckey quickly goes and gets the play, quickly back. They realize time is against them. They've got to score, and you're not allowed to onside kick, huh? So there goes that idea. 6:44 on a running clock. Stuckey calls out the play. 2 men wide right. He's got some time. He looks. He waits. He still looks. He's still back there. Waits. Finally fires to a man on the sideline.
Good read.
And now marching down the field down to the 30.
Boy, that's what you call a check down. He stood in there, and, we got a playmaker with Tayshawn Lewis from Char Valley receiving the ball in a check down out wide. And he got some space, and Moyer gave him a good block, and he made something happen.
He had all kind of time to throw. You could see him looking left, right, checking all his receivers. Everybody covered downfield, has the man open, gets some yards. First down now, 6:16 on the clock. Now at the, we're going to say, 28-yard line.
29, yep, 28.
Stuckey. Man in motion. He's got 2 men to the left on the short side of the field. He drops back. He looks. He fires downfield. He finds a man open inside the 10 down to about the 5.
Boy, that was a good pass from Stuckey to Jack Miles from Laurel. Another big play. Yep, he
Jack
freed
Miles,
up.
number 10. Okay, so inside the 5. They're going to say 5-yard line. Big play there.
I like Stuckey. He's impressive.
Stuckey looks good.
He's in the pocket.
First couple
good
plays
arm.
didn't, but now he's getting the blocking.
He's very athletic in there at quarterback.
5:38 on the running clock. Stuckey calls out the play. Man in motion is Miles. Back to pass. Looks. He takes it himself, and he's going to get a touchdown. He rolls in and gets the touchdown with 5:20 remaining to make it 32-23. Now, do you go for 2 here, guys?
Yes. Well, 24 would be 8, right? I think you kick it.
And if you kick here, then you've got to go for 2.
It's either one. You got to go either 2 now or not.
Get the kick here, I think.
Kick it here.
If you get the kick, you're at least 1 score.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're in
got to get the ball back somehow.
Boy, Stuckey was impressive on that drive.
He really was.
And, boy, he made everything happen. And we needed a run play, and he made it happen with his feet to score.
Absolutely.
Mark Antonio, kick up, and it is blocked. Oh, my goodness, it's missed. No good. So with 5:20 to go, it is 32-23, a 9-point deficit. That's trouble. And we'll be back after these messages here on Beaver County Radio.
Summer is here, and that means you definitely don't want your cooling system to let you down. If you need help with your HVAC unit, call McGee Heating and Air Conditioning, and you'll see just how efficient a company can be. McGee has been a respected name since 1965, and that represents a lot of satisfied customers. Family owned and family operated. You can trust them. Everyone at McGee extends best wishes to the Pennsylvania All-Stars team in the Penn-Ohio Football Classic. McGee Heating and Air Conditioning, Main Street, Aliquippa.
Okay, we're back. And after the touchdown, it is 32-23.
There you go. No, he didn't put it in.
They didn't put it in, so they bring it back out. And fast moving. He's all the way up to the 30, 35, 36-yard line. So with the score 32-29, 23, guys, they're going to have to score twice. And
it's a 2-possession game. That's what made it tough on that extra point. So now they got to go 3 and out here. They can't let them possess the ball because they can take 5 minutes with that running game.
For sure, Gene. And there's another penalty on the sidelines. I saw a flag fly, so we'll see what comes of this.
I mean, they have scored on every possession except their first when they fumbled, guys. They scored they didn't on the first. They scored on the second, third, fourth, fifth, and now they got the ball. And they can end the game or score and end the game.
They just got a penalty.
We got a personal foul against Pennsylvania, so Ohio's already in 4-down territory.
They will announce the players of the game. We'll announce our CCBC players of the game. Derek will have interviews from the sideline. We'll wait for him. We won't go to commercial. And he will also try to get the head coach. Believe Big Dan Campbell's going to help him down there. And we'll have the post-game show, the Moon Township post-game show. But we're hoping Pennsylvania's got a comeback, and we need a turnover. 1st and 10 from the 47. Ohio with the ball. They're going to hand off. And up the middle, and a game-saving touchdown off the run by Hefner.
Patrick Babel made a very nice play from Rochester to save that because if he didn't make that tackle, he was gone. Yep.
Pennsylvania's in a lot of trouble here because they got to get the ball back and go a long way, even with a turnover. A score pretty much ends the game. It's PA got to score twice.
Well, the question is, do you use your timeouts on defense? You're going to have to, probably.
It's coming, Gene.
Yep.
And not only that, guys, if they are able to score and stop them, then they got to get the ball back a second time. So they got to get back twice. Yes. That missed kick is just a killer. And they're taking their sweet old time. I don't blame them. 4:31 remaining, running clock. They run behind the big man again. And this quarterback, this is Starkey again. He gets to about the 32.
Mm-hmm. Timeout, Pennsylvania.
Timeout by PA. How are we doing on commercials, Curtis? Good? Okay, we're good. We'll keep it here. Guys, tough situation for Pennsylvania. If you're coaching, first let's go to Eugene. What do you do in a situation like this? Punch the ball out? What are you telling your guys?
Yeah, you're going to try to strip the ball, make something happen. They're going to run the ball. We all know they got to get everybody up in the box, and you got to hold them here. I mean, they get another first down. Well, that's another 3 to 4 minutes off the clock, and they got to start using timeouts. They're going to get in trouble. So these next two plays are going to be real critical for Pennsylvania.
Joe, if you're a defensive coach and you've got that big offensive lineman, and they're running his way all the time, but they didn't that one last time. Now you got in the back of your mind they might go another way, but what do you do to combat him?
I mean, they got to attack the line of scrimmage. I mean, as soon as the ball's snapped, you're in a position now. The linebackers have to run downhill, and your safeties have to run downhill because they have 2 timeouts left. They just used their first timeout. If they get a first down, it's basically over.
Yeah. And things don't look good right now, but we all three of us were at the game last year. I thought from about mid-first quarter on, Ohio was the better team the whole game. This game different. Pennsylvania way better on offense. Okay on defense, but not great. I mean, I wouldn't say great. They're below average on defense because every play except the one fumble, they've let them score. But I think Pennsylvania, a much better offensive team and much more competitive, but they still got some work to do for next year. If they lose this, it'll be 3 in a row. You don't want to lose 4 in a row at their place next year. Second down. Back to pass. Into the end zone. Man wide open. And in and out of his hands.
Boy,
wow.
I'm surprised they threw the football there. That saved Pennsylvania timeout, but Ohio had 2 guys wide open. He could have taken his pick, and they just happened to miss.
Yeah, is that Thomas?
That's Thomas. He ran a backside post, split the safeties, and was wide open.
He split them both. He was open by 3 or 4 yards. And you know what, though? There's something to be said for going for it and putting the nail in the coffin, right? I mean,
well, they're up 2 possessions, so you can take a chance.
Yeah.
But like Joe said, he stopped the clock and saved the timeout for PA. So this is a big play here.
You are right about that.
You know they're going to run it. Well, you would think they would, but we'll see.
Yeah, you would think they would. They want to take time off the clock. You don't want to give Pennsylvania all this time. That's another 35, 40 seconds. 2nd and 6 from the 31. This time a handoff, left-hand side around
first
the end.
Down.
That's going to be a first down, and I believe that is. Was that Hinchcliffe? I couldn't tell.
No, but Hinchcliffe came out of the backfield, and he made a big block. Yeah. He is a ball player.
They Joe. I mean, they're getting the edge, And then
they don't.
Here's what we haven't talked about. Their receivers are stock blocking excellent.
Yeah,
they are, and their lead backs.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't see. No, even the PA guy didn't see who it was. I thought it was number 17, but they don't have a 17 on.
I thought it was 23 running the ball. Lucas Black.
I didn't see him all
but
year. So
may not. I don't know. Let's see who they got in there.
342. They're saying he stayed in bounds.
Yep.
First down at the 21. Things do not look good for Pennsylvania. Running play, right side, and going to get another 5-yard line.
6 at least.
And that is Smith. It's Ryan Smith on the carry. Timeout, Pennsylvania.
Baldwin came up to make the tackle from the safety position, but boy, there wasn't much resistance up front.
Yeah.
So Ryan Smith is the quarterback. He just said Ryan Smith on the play. I don't think that was Smith that ran the ball. Unless I'm wrong.
No, I thought it was it was Smith.
So with 3:19 left, they have used their second timeout. They've got to get a turnover here. If they have any chance, get a turnover, get a quick score, but then they're going to have to get another turnover. They need mistakes by Ohio, and they just, other than the first series with the fumble, haven't made many mistakes.
Yeah, with that outside zone they're running, you got to hustle down the line of scrimmage. Your D line got to continue to go down the line, and there's no cutback lanes. Force them to the sidelines, and one guy's just a step behind. That's where he cuts back. So, I think they're tired. They've been out there a long time, Pennsylvania's defense, and they fought and they fought and they fought, but they're just running out of gas. I think right now.
And sometimes I think Pennsylvania had good offensive weapons. I don't think as many as Ohio. Ohio was able to use 3 and 4 guys at running back. PA mainly went to best. Their quarterbacks were pretty good. I think the quarterbacks from PA were better than Ohio's quarterbacks. But the biggest difference is that line. Just keep those long things going from the second possession till this. This is their 6th total possession. They've marched it down the field easily.
They're taking long drives when they're scoring. They're taking 6-7 minutes off the clock.
Yes, that's been key. I mean, both teams are going to end up with 6 possessions. PA might get one more. So now we're at 2nd and 3.
That's 7 and 13.
Hand off. Nope. He's going to keep it himself. He's inside the 10 to the 5 to the 4, and that is himself.
Yep,
that
Starkey.
is Ryan Smith.
That was Starkey.
Oh, Starkey. Okay, Jesus.
Quarterback
Starkey.
He
they move guys in and out so much.
They faked the outside zone, and Starkey just kept it to the out and ran a little tray.
Now he's going to the sideline to get his calls. It was Monroy to start. He played most of the first half and at least half of the third. Now it is Starkey at the end of the game.
Yeah, they're going to run the full 40 seconds now.
Oh, no doubt.
So they can't stop it.
Hey, you guys need the ballots?
Who's taking them?
Here we go. You got yours there, Gene?
No, I didn't fill it out.
Hey, Gene's filling his out.
Go ahead.
Fill it out, bud.
Just fill one.
Handoff, left side. He's taking some time off the clock, and he finally goes in.
That was the quarterback on a direct snap.
Yep. Starkey scores to make it 38-23 with a 2-point conversion coming. So it looks like this is going to be a win by at least 17 points if they get the 2-point conversion. And, I think once they scored that last touchdown, you could tell the defense was winded, and they just weren't with it. And now, see if they go to the same play that they did 3 times, or do they go back to the pass? As some of the crowd starts to leave from Pennsylvania.
I think Ohio's in a position right now. They're trying to get some guys to get their hands on the ball and make some plays, give them a chance to remember their Penn-Ohio game.
A lot of kids will end their high school career tonight. The ones that are going to trade school, the ones that are undecided, a lot will go and play next year.
Who caught the touchdown for Pennsylvania?
Handoff. They're going to throw into the end zone. Man is open, and they score. That is Thomas again. So we'll take another break here with 2:24 remaining. Ohio leads 40-23 here on Beaver County Radio.
Make a trip to Tri-State Sporting Arms on 3rd Avenue in New Brighton. Stop by and explore their huge selection of high-quality firearms. Their experienced staff is there to help you select the perfect firearm and gear for your family needs. Firearms are not just for hunting, but also for competing and shooting. Competition is all ages. Looking to sell your firearms? They also buy those too. Call them at 724-982-4298. Open Wednesday through Sunday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Closed Mondays and Tuesdays. Before you buy, check out Tri-State Sporting Arms in New Brighton. You won't be disappointed.
Back here to Beaver County Reeves Field. Derek, closed Mondays and Tuesdays. What if somebody needs a firearm? As we send it to Derek, the Tri-State Sporting Arms sideline report. Derek, it seems that the Pennsylvania defense just has petered out. They don't have it anymore.
Yeah, the Ohio offense is definitely taking the wind out of the sails there, and the defense is playing a little on the heels. But, I can hear the coaches on the sideline really motivating these players. These coaches are doing a great job.
Derek, thanks. We'll hear a lot more of Derek at the conclusion of the game once we get our CCBC players of the game and the head coach. There's the kickoff, another squib. And picking that up is Best. He switches ways. He's got 5 guys after him. He's got nowhere to go. He's going to go out of bounds. Uh-oh. Now they're flagged.
Oh, that's not good.
There was one thing happened at the 40.
Stay out.
And I think they got away with that, did Pennsylvania. And now...
Best gave himself up running out of bounds, and the kid from Ohio, should have known that.
Sometime in football, when you know you're beat, sometimes the aggression comes out. But in this case, you're winning. You need to stay off of that, Gene.
Yeah, you can't do those things. You're winning the game. You know what? Be disciplined and finish the game out.
But then there's a lot of talk from some of these players, too.
Yeah.
And some guys get sick of it, and they figure, I'm not going to play anymore.
Well,
who cares?
In that case, he just pushed him out of bounds on,
And now it looks like one of the coaches from Pennsylvania is really giving it to the ref. Big time. Is that Feely?
Yes.
He's not happy with the referee. I mean, to me, if he's giving himself up and you push him out of bounds, are they going to call both sides? No? Yeah.
No.
And they're calling it against Ohio. Now, to me, something like that, you kick the kid out. But again, he's not going to have to play again, so what do? He's going to figure, I don't care. So that's how some kids feel.
Like Joe said, that's the sportsmanship that you got to show on both sides of the ball, both teams.
2:14 remaining. PA with the ball at the 45. Whistles before the play.
And the officials got to be close now. They got to be watching everything and get to the sidelines as fast as they can to prohibit any of this extra stuff going on.
44-yard line. And now the clock isn't working right. Back to pass is Stuckey. He gets open, finds a man at the 47, and they're going to say yes. So almost about 8-yard gain.
And he caught it, and Best got out of bounds. He made the catch again. So he's in a groove. It's just kind of run out of time. And
I'd be surprised if Best isn't your offensive player of the game for Pennsylvania, I would think. And then they're going to go offense and defense for both teams, and then we're going to have to pick our CCBC after that. Derek's already given me his vote. He says Best. Back to pass is Stuckey. He should still be in it. He's going to have to run it now, and he does. He runs. He gets out of bounds. Almost a first down. Did they give it to him? They're going to say no. So he gets out of bounds. They're not done yet. It looks bad because you've got a 3-possession game, but I don't know how you can do it with 1:57 to go. But
you show character, you show fight, you show you're gonna give up. You're Pennsylvania.
Exactly. If you
keep working.
If you score, then you can at least make it a 10-point. But they're going to have to get the ball 2 more times. There's almost no way, and unless Ohio does something completely ridiculous, and I would think by the time that happens, they'd kneel on the ball because Pennsylvania only has 1 timeout left. So it's almost impossible to lose this game. Back to pass is Stuckey. He looks, he finds a man, and that is Baldwin.
Pennsylvania was trying to set up a little screen on that play and just did not materialize.
Dropped the ball.
Good job by the DN. He put his hands up and knocked it down.
Yeah, I say impossible. You're going to have to get the ball. You're probably going to have to kneel on it. With only one timeout, Pennsylvania can only stop at 1 time.
At this point in time,
no way.
the kids from Pennsylvania are trying to make a play.
Exactly.
Give them memory. Make a memory.
Do what
Okay?
you can. Play through the whistle. Play all the way.
Show your character.
I agree. 1:52 on the clock. 2nd and 10. Man in motion is Baldwin. Now 2 wide receivers right, 1 left. He has some protection. He waits. He looks. He fires it across the middle. Finds a man, and that is Jack Miles from Laurel. And he gets gang tackled at about the 27-yard line.
You might get a face mask here.
And the timeout called?
No, there's a penalty.
Okay.
Could be a face mask. Let's see.
Miles has played a solid game both ways for Pennsylvania. You can tell he's got a lot of grit.
Yeah, he's a tough kid, solid
a lot of players
kid.
like that. You know, one guy that didn't see a lot tonight was Kenny Jewell. Was he not used? Did he not play? Did he not show up? Because Kenny Jewell got a lot of talent.
Oh, he was here.
From Beaver Falls, wide receiver, running back wide receiver. He was a tremendous wide receiver for Beaver Falls for years. A lot of quickness. Kind of surprised we haven't seen him involved. He's going to go to trade school. Another guy's not mentioned, Kyle Johnson from Cornell. Austin Knox from Moon played a good game defensively. First down, and a pass on the flat, and that is to Jake McNabb. He gets it down to the 12-yard line. So now it's 2nd and 6. They gave him the first down off the penalty, and you were right, face mask, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now it is at the 11.
Pennsylvania has really executed their passing game, especially in the second half.
No doubt.
Just one interception. Every other play was positive in the passing game.
And they didn't do much running the ball, which kind of hurt them. Back to pass again. Nobody open. He's going to run it himself. He's finally going to fire it. Finds a man and knocked out of bounds at the 3, and that was
Jared Moyer that caught the pass and made a good effort to try to get in. They're close.
Yep. Now do you try to run it in? You still pass. Yeah, they have a power package here, Joe.
Well,
who do you give it to?
They haven't run the ball very well. They ran the read well for the touchdown.
Or you go around it.
So do you
play
come
action.
back?
Play action. Run right, throw left. I mean, that's what they did to us. So out of the game comes Miles. It is 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. They hand the ball off to McNabb. He gets maybe 1. They tried to run it up the middle and get stuffed. PA is going to call a timeout. And boy, Pat Feely is really, really wound up there on the sidelines, guys. What do you think he's so upset about? Okay, they decided not to comment. I'll talk then. With 45.1 seconds remaining in this one, Pennsylvania trails 40-23, but they're on the doorstep. They got stuffed, and they're trying to score one more touchdown to make this game look a little closer than it was, but Ohio did everything they had to do running the ball behind their big man, Nishon White, who I really was impressed with on the offensive line.
I think most of our good run plays, Mike, have come from the quarterbacks escaping. Those are our biggest run plays. I can't think of a gain more than 5 yards, other than when they tossed the ball. We had a couple big plays. Maybe we should toss the ball here.
Who got McNabb had 3 or 4 carries? Anybody else carry the ball? Best maybe once. They really haven't had a lot of. Even though they led the game, they didn't have any control of the running game because of their line.
Yeah, the running game they didn't utilize. They didn't execute the running game tonight.
2nd down, back to pass. Looks, tries to find a man, sees a man flash out, and in and out of the hands of the receiver. And
that was McNabb, and he made a good read. Stuckey just a little too far. He was open.
They ran a little scrape play where they slanted and he shot to the flat. He had him.
First play went for no yards. Second play incomplete, so now it's 3rd and goal from the 2. I'd like to see them get that last touchdown.
It'd be nice for PA to punch one in.
I got a feeling, though, he comes back to pass and finds that open room, nobody to pass to on the right side. Maybe he sneaks in on the left. He's done that before. We'll see what Stuckey does here. Stuckey back to me. He's going to run it himself.
I was going to say quarterback
and he
draw.
gets in, I think.
He is.
They're saying no.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Now we got
You don't want this.
out of the end zone all the way And someone from Pennsylvania picked up the ball in there. A lot of action out
Did
of the end zone.
Did anybody see? Did the referees rule touchdown?
No,
Because it is
not.
very close.
I didn't see him do it.
I
but-
thought he was in.
No.
But
I agree.
Did you see what happened out of the end zone?
Well, he drove him back and kept driving him out of the end zone and kept going and fell on top of him. And
so Pennsylvania players.
so I don't think they called a penalty.
So we're going to have 4th down here on the inch line.
Derek from downstairs says the referee showed touchdown, but on the previous play, Pat Feely was yelling at the press box to stop the clock. Now, we noticed that the clock operator was just really lax all game long. Now, that doesn't mean a whole lot in the All-Star game, but it looks like they're going to get a couple of kids, some players and coaches from Ohio out there.
Is this is it a touchdown?
Don't know. So they didn't say. The ball is at the. Wait a minute. Where's the ball?
Listen, he called a dead ball.
Oh,
it's a touchdown. He gave him a touchdown.
Okay. So there is a touchdown.
So the extra point will be 15 back.
I didn't see anybody motion it. Did you? Derek says they did.
Yeah.
I looked at the guy far right and didn't see anything. I don't believe Derek. He's on the sidelines. Yep, Derek's right. Dead ball penalty. So you got to figure they'll kick it here, right? Or no? They're not going to go for 2.
Well, they're down 11. If they go for 2, they're down 9. So.
And I apologize to it's Noah Haswell. I was saying a gentleman's name wrong. It's Noah Haswell. My mistake. Sorry, guys. I'm going by the information given to me on the roster, which doesn't have positions. It just has numbers. Note to Ohio. Better rosters next year. So with 28.6, they're going to...
PA's going for 2 here. Yeah. This is going to be 18 yards, so they're going to put it up. He's got a lot of time.
Has time. He looks, he waits, he fires. And the ball's tipped and goes out of play.
That'll do it.
So 40-29. We'll keep things here. Boy, Stuckey's got 2 TDs. He's put his name into the MVP race, but it might be too late. He's played good. Him and Clear both played well, but Stuckey may be a little bit better, especially in the second half, guys. What do you think?
Yeah, I thought Stuckey played. The second half he played a really good game. He used his athleticism to get out in the pocket, run the ball. He threw some good passes.
Well, what's going on?
Kind of
here?
Sparked him a little bit. So
they calling a penalty?
Yeah, he took advantage of his series. That's for sure, and the quarterbacks both did.
Well, doesn't Pennsylvania have to now kick the ball after the touchdown? Why are they lining up to play again? Is there a penalty on Ohio? I didn't see it.
Could have been Ohio penalty.
Has to be.
They're going to try again.
Yeah, because you would think they'd be kicking off after missing that play, but no, they're going to play it again. I didn't see a penalty called. I didn't see a flag go. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Now you can see
it's an all-star game.
The fan,
officials are learning.
Everybody
they're
makes.
Getting in the groove.
I make mistakes. I was calling the kid by his wrong name. That happens, but when you don't see a flag up here, you can't. Yellow sticks out. So they're going to go 2-point conversion. They're going to start from the 9 this time.
Yep.
I guess you could try a 2-point. I just kick it again, and you're not going to win the game.
It's 9 or 10. It doesn't matter,
well,
I guess.
Yeah, you can't. Even if you kick off to them and they fumble and you run in and score, you're going to take so much time off the clock. There's just no way to win this game.
28.7. They're going to take a knee on the kickoff, and that'll be it.
Yep. If they get the ball, you can't stop the clock.
They got no timeouts, Pennsylvania.
Yep.
This gives a chance for somebody to make a play.
Sure.
And
you'd have to hope twice to get them to turn it over on a kickoff. And what are they doing? Back to pass.
There you go. Nice throwback.
They find a man, and they found
number 6.
Ethan Shearer.
Number 6
No, that's
Garavac.
I'm sorry. That's
Lucas Garavac, the tight end from Central Valley, gets a 2-point conversion. So it's 40-31. Oh boy, I tell you, 40-31.
Boy, was that well designed by
excellent.
Pennsylvania. Boy, they had their whole defense flown to the right. He sprinted out. Garavac snuck out. Nice touch pass.
Yeah, he was impressive in the second half.
We'll keep things here. 28.7 remaining. It's the kickoff. Then they'll kneel when it's over. They'll shake hands. We hope there's no problems there. And Derek will be trying to get the coach first, and then, guys, do you want to call the CCBC players of the game for us? What do you think? Offense and defense. I vote best. Stuckey's in there as well, but what do you think? We want on offense and defense to be fair, or do you want to give it to two guys that played the best? What do you guys think? I'll take your opinions.
Go ahead, Gene.
I don't know. I'm thinking right now.
I know.
We're just taking one offense and defense for Pennsylvania, correct?
Well,
we're not doing
we
Ohio.
don't have to do that. We can pick our CCBC players of the game. They're taking MVPs for both teams'
okay.
offense and defense. I vote best. Derek voted best and clear. I vote best. I'd say best and Stuckey. If we're
That's
going
what
best
I would
players,
say.
That's what I would say.
we're going best players, best and Stuckey.
I agree.
Okay, you guys agree with that?
Yep.
Okay. So the game is over.
Yeah, that's it.
Derek, if you can grab head coach and then get Dan to get best number 2 and Stuckey number 15. That's our CCBC players of the game. We'll keep things right here. We move into the Moon Township Ford post-game show. Ohio has won 40-31, and while we wait for Derek, I see him there. He's going to wait.
Yeah.
Guys, the biggest thing in this game, in my opinion, it's the line play. If the line play is even, I think Pennsylvania might win this game. But they drove the ball every single time except the one time they had the fumble and, of course, this last 23 seconds. They've dominated on the run game. Dominated to the point of, I don't know how many yards they had, but Pennsylvania had, what, 20, 30? And I think the biggest thing is the line play for Ohio. Gene?
Yeah, I thought the big play of the game, if I had to pick one, was the turnover before the half by Pennsylvania. That was big. That changed the momentum a little bit for Ohio. And I think the number 2 is that the rushing attack of Ohio. They could not stop. Pennsylvania could not stop their rushing game. And, in the meantime, they were taking 6 and 7 minutes off the clock. And that was hurting possessions for Pennsylvania. And they had to fight back at the second half. Stuckey did a good job of really getting them back, but it was a little bit too little too late.
Julius Best wins the offensive player for Pennsylvania. And defense, Jared Moyer. So Best and Moyer, I didn't hear who Ohio was. I'm watching Derek, so see if we can't get. Joe, do you mind finding out who the Ohio?
They're going to announce it.
Oh, he just did.
I thought they did.
No, he did. He already did. The PA guy did. If you don't mind, getting him.
Trying to look.
Ohio's players of the game.
Mr. Blackhawk. He can't hear us. We're waiting for Derek. I'm spying Derek. I see him.
There you go.
So
I didn't hear.
Cox?
Monroe and Hinchcliffe.
Oh, yeah, Monroe.
Monroe has defense. Hinchcliffe is offense.
Okay, so for Ohio, their players were quarterback Monroe from Ohio, Salem, Ashton Hinchcliffe from Lisbon. Their defensive player of the game was Zach Coffey from West Branch.
So they had 2.
They did.
Interesting. It was a tie. Okay. Well, now we wait for Derek to get the head coach. Wave your hands, Derek. I see him. You're going to have to definitely come closer to us so we can hear you. Derek is waiting to talk to Pat Feely. All the players are lined up on their 40 for Pennsylvania. Did they have a special presentation or something after the game?
They're just taking a picture there.
Taking pictures and stuff?
For the player of the games.
Derek, just go in on him and ask to talk to him. If he doesn't want to talk, that's fine. But I know he's upset we lost the game, but... And Dan is going to get the players. Here we go. We're down to Derek on the sideline.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, guys, I got Coach here. Coach, tell me how proud you are of these kids in the fight that they put into this game today for you.
So for the way they played at the end, they never shut down. They never gave up. I got to give them a lot of credit for that. All right, so I have a lot of respect for these kids.
What's going to be your message to them after they're done huddling here and to finalize and finish up this All-Star game in your time with them here this summer?
You know what? They just tell them, hey man, the sun's going to come up tomorrow, and that sometimes things don't go your way, and that's how life's going to be.
Talk to me real quick here about these coaches that you had to work for you and how proud of you are them of the impact that they've made on these kids in this game.
These coaches were great. They really probably some of the smartest coaches I know, and I learned a lot from them this time. So it was a good experience for me.
Awesome, Coach. Thank you so much, and go be with the team. Thank you.
That's Derek Rossiter, our sideline guy. And now we're going to try to get our CCBC players of the game. That was Coach Pat Feely. And there's a whole lot of people down there. I see Dan Campbell trying to get guys. Derek has one of the guys, and the first guy you have
is MJ.
Is MJ Stuckey. Go ahead, Derek. Derek, go ahead.
All right, guys, I'm here with MJ.
Derek, we can't hear you, buddy.
Hold on 1 second. Yep. Yeah, I was just talking to him real quick. Hey, talk to me about the connection that you had with these wide receivers, and your week of practice and in this game. You guys never quit fighting at the end there. Tell me about the connection you've had with those guys through all of this.
Now, we had practice for maybe 7 practices, and I got to know a lot of them within the 7 practices we had, 2-hour drives. But these guys are dogs coming from their school all-star game, so everybody can play. So just building connection on and off the field, and it just helped us continue to fight later on in the game and stay moving.
What's going to be your favorite memory of playing in this game tonight with your friends here? What's going to be your favorite memory coming out of this game?
Definitely fighting at the end, but the practices. I'm not going to lie. The practices, getting to know everybody, different schools that we played, schools that we done seen win championships, just getting to know everybody, especially coming from everybody being good at the sport they play and just getting to know everybody and fighting with them against a rival opponent.
Hey, Derek, ask him what MJ stands for.
What's MJ stand for? They want to know.
Mark Jr. My dad couldn't make it. He probably would have been down on the field with me. He's in Jamaica. But Mark Jr.
Maybe he's listening.
Yeah, maybe he's listening in. You never know.
We thought it was Michael
we're
Jordan.
Live.
Yeah, we thought it was Michael Jordan.
What's going to be your favorite? What are you looking forward to most in your next chapter?
College, definitely getting down there at Duquesne and working. Like, as you can tell, I'm not the biggest guy, 5'10", $165, $170, so I'm ready to get down there, work my tail off, and fight for what I deserve.
All right, look forward to seeing you work at Duquesne. Thanks a lot, MJ.
That's one of our CCBC players of the game. Do we have the second? See if Dan Campbell did his job. We're looking for Julius Best and MJ Stuckey, our 2 CCBC players of the game. I'm lost track of Derek. That's a lot of good questions from Derek, man. I tell you what, he had some really good questions.
He's not bad.
He's a second year. He was a sub for 2 years ago, one time, and then this year he subbed twice. Last year he subbed a couple of times. We had him.
I think we're going to give him a WBVP letter.
How about that, Derek? I don't know where you're at. Wave when you got the guy. He's on the G. He's on the G. I see him. Where's Dan Campbell?
You got him. There's Best right there, yeah.
We're going to give Dan Campbell props when he comes back upstairs. Dan, always a guy that helps us out up here. He's going to be learning to be a cameraman, and it looks like Derek has Julius Best. Derek?
Yeah, guys, I'm here with Julius Best. What do you got there? What did you get there? Offense MVP? Awesome. Well, turn around, look at the stands here. Tell me a bit about what's your favorite memory coming out of playing this game here tonight.
I'm going to just say the bond I made with some of these guys. We're not really this is like a middle school conference. Like, we don't really play for high school, so I didn't really know most of these guys, but now I made a great bond, and I'm just going to keep that for a lifetime.
Yeah, tell me about the connection you had with Clear. You guys connected on some big plays. Tell me about your connection in practice. How easy was it to work with these quarterbacks?
At first it was a little difficult because we got the timing right and stuff, but I'll say after the second or third practice we got it right, and me and him, we just had a good connection, and that's what happened.
How big is playing in the Penn-Ohio game for you? How is that going to impact you at the end of your career here in high school and moving forward?
It means a lot. It was my last ever high school game, so I'll never forget this moment. This is my first all-star game for football, at least, so I'm going to cherish this moment for a long time.
Awesome. So what are you looking forward to most in your next chapter? I asked the last guy that, but I'd like to hear it from you too. What are you looking forward to most in your next chapter here going into Clarion?
Just to be on the field as a freshman. That's my goal, just to play, start a receiver as a freshman, and after that, we'll see what's going to take us as far as I go.
Awesome. Julius, thank you so much with your players, other players, and good job. All right, guys, that's all I got from the sideline here. And don't forget, I didn't put this in, but Father is a couple days away. Tri-State Sporting Arms has got great gifts. We also have Mike's favorite, 10-ounce Rosalind chocolate block. We got plenty to go. That's all for me.
Derek, thank you very much. You're cutting out at the end there. Battery's probably dying.
Good job, Derek.
Good questions by Derek. Very good questions. Boy, I tell you what, he's coming in with he did one game 2 years ago, so it'd be a junior year for him, third year. Gene, unfortunately, you finished second. as Rookie of the Year the 1 year. We didn't have anybody else running, but we made you second. Dan Campbell just missed. Derek's missed. I was Rookie of the Year 3 years of running. I don't know how it happened, but just kidding. And right now, it's Joe Greco's the only one that could be, unless we add anybody else. But guys, we don't have any more commercials to play. Let's quickly go over the game, and then I'll get your impressions. This game, high offensive game, it finished with a score of 40-31. Ohio. Ohio had the ball first. They run the ball and run it down their throat, and they fumble the ball. And finally, on the first play of the game for Pennsylvania, Travis cleared to Best. Big touchdown play. First play of the game was 7-0. Looked good for Pennsylvania. 40-20 was 23. And then Stuckey again, and they missed the kick on the last touchdown. It was 40-31. Big offense, guys, in the second half. Nobody could stop anybody in the second half, Gene. It was an all-star game. Usually you see that a lot. You don't see a lot of tight, close defensive games.
Well, you win a high-scoring game. That's what all-star games are all about. And, it was a seesaw battle. It was 16-7 there at the half, and Pennsylvania could have cut it to 2, but they turned the ball over. But, these kids made a lot of memories tonight, to play with other guys that they played against during the year, or they met new people from other teams. That's what the Penn-Ohio is all about. Yeah, you want to win. You want to beat Ohio. Ohio wants to beat Pennsylvania. Big rivalry there. But when it's all over, those kids shook hands. You're taking pictures on the field. They created a lot of memories for themselves. Some kids played their last high school football game, and some are going on to the next level. And, we wish them the best of luck. So, Pennsylvania just didn't I think the big key was, the offensive line of Ohio, where they could run the ball at will, and that was the deciding factor, I thought.
Joe, again, defense lacked for both teams, not just Pennsylvania, but Ohio just a little bit better. Forced them to punt in the second quarter. That really hurt, and they had that big interception. So those two plays alone cost Pennsylvania. So Ohio just a little bit better defensively, but I want to find out from you, since you see every game like this, I think much better Pennsylvania on offense this year than last year. A very competitive game, a very competitive effort for Pennsylvania.
Well, for sure. And if you were a fan and you came out here to watch this game, it was very exciting. A lot of offense, a lot of scoring, some exciting plays. And, if you look down on the field right now, you got all the families down there with all the players and coaches just reminiscing about, what a great thing they've done for these past 2 weeks. They're the ones that it was their time here in 2026, and they put on a good show. A lot goes into this game from Ohio's committee and Pennsylvania to get this thing running, get this thing moving. And, like Gene said, there'll be a lot of memories come out of this game.
Joe, let me ask you, you've been on the committee for how many years now?
It's 2.
Okay, 2 years. Obviously, you coached, you were an athletic director, you were involved heavily in this, in a lot of high school athletics for years. But now on the committee, you're away from an everyday athletic director's job, coach's job. What's the thing you get the most out of being on this committee?
I think, especially for me, it's my taste of football now, because this is probably how I'll get as far as, getting involved and seeing what's going on and preparing for a game. But anyhow, it's a great experience. Like we said before, from what we know, this is the longest running all-star game maybe in the country between the same 2 organizations, the same 2 teams. And as witnessed tonight, it doesn't look like it's going to slow down.
So we missed a year because of COVID. If things go the way they go, next year 48, then here 49, 50 at their place. I know you guys have had to think about any special things we might see for the 50th if we get that far?
Well, whenever there's like some game or some event or something that happened, we try to honor something. The Hall of Fame is in its second time for us. They do theirs at their home game, so I'm sure that's going to continue and improve.
So the Hall of Fame only goes when it's your home game?
That's correct.
Okay. Gene, you've been involved as a coach for years, coaching football. You coached and were assistant coaching this. When you coached, what was the most important thing for you that you got out of this?
I just think, getting to know the kids, like I said, they're coming from different high schools. different programs. You get to meet them, you get the one-on-one basis with them, and you create a lot of relationships. And I coached in the Big 33 game.
Oh, yeah.
And I also coached in the East-West game, and you build those relationships with those kids who you keep in contact with. When I coached back in 2005, so it's just good to coach. You want to win, like I said, but on the other hand, those relationships, being around your assistant coaches who are head coaches at other schools, it's just good camaraderie with the whole all-star game, and that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? Everybody has a good time, had fun, and I'm sure if you ask all the kids that lost tonight, they'd say they had a good time tonight, and that's what it's all about.
Good job, gentlemen. Pretty good first effort from Mr. Greco. I'll tell you what. What do you give him? C minus, C, B plus? What do you give him?
You know what? You didn't remember the coaches fraternity? They stay together. I give them an A.
Hey, thanks, Gene.
There you go. So that wraps up the Moon Township Ford post-game show. I want to thank Noah Haskell on camera, Derek Rossiter on the sidelines, Gene Matzuk, color commentator, Joe Greco, also color commentator, Curtis Walsh, the producer, and back in the studio is Keith Walsh today. And let's not forget Dan Campbell. He's there as well. CCBC players of the game were MJ Stuckey and Julius Best. Final score 40-31. You heard it all here on Beaver County Radio. Good night, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in to the Penn-Ohio Football Classic on Beaver County Radio. Tonight's game was brought to you by Falcone's Moon Township Ford, Al's Pizza, Tri-State Sporting Arms, J. Young Refuse, McGee Heating and Air Conditioning, McDonald's, the William Murphy Funeral Home, CCBC, the J&J Spratt Funeral Home, and Beaver County Radio, 99.3 FM and AM 1230 WBVP, 95.7 FM and AM 1460 WMBA, as well as BeaverCountyRadio.com.